SimpliFsport.com to gain that hemp field advantage. That's Simply Sport CBD, your partner in peak performance.
How well do you know the locker room? Starting Monday, your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour, weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Well, if you want to start an opening day, there's not much of a better place to do it on the road than San Diego, California. And you can't have much of a better day than this. It is just gorgeous. 68 degrees at game time. Wind out of the northwest at 10 miles an hour. And that's blowing out from home plate toward right field, toward the right field corner. We had quite a pyrotechnic show here, celebrating the beginning of the season and the introduction of the San Diego Padres team. But thankfully, with that wind, it blew some of that out of the stadium rather quickly out toward right field. But we've got a packed house. Fans are still filing in. I see a few empty seats in the upper decks down the line, but the Western Metal Supply Company is full. All of the patios on all of the condos surrounding this stadium are packed, and everybody's ready for the start of baseball season. And Gallagher Square, out where the statue of Tony Gwynn is completely covered in human beings. There's not even room for a blanket out there. They're just camped out on that berm, and it is quite a sight to see here in San Diego today. The Braves, as you know, finished their season here against San Diego. They kind of limped in here into the postseason, but were able to advance to the division series and play the Padres, and lost in those two games. And I should say the wild card series. Padres are taking the field to the joy of their crowd. These folks were third in Major League Baseball last year in total attendance, 3,314,000 plus. That was the largest attendance for them in their history. So let's set the defense. Tire Discounters Round Tripper Home Run promotion offers Braves fans a next day instant savings on sets of select tires, plus a free alignment and free oil change. The more homers the Braves hit, the bigger the deals at Tire Discounters. Learn more at tirediscounters.com/Braves. They bring you the defensive setup for the outfield for the Padres. In the outfield, left to right, Brandon Lockridge, a rookie. Jackson Merrill, the Rookie of the Year last year in the National League, and Fernando Tatis Jr. is in right. First to third, Louis Arise, Jake Cronenworth, Xander Bogaerts, and, of course, Manny Machado at third base. The catcher, Elias Diaz. On the mound, Michael King, 29 years old, 6'3", 210, born in Rochester, New York, grew up in Massachusetts, went to Boston College where he was a 12th round pick in 2016 by Miami. He then was traded to New York for Garrett Cooper and Caleb Smith, and he was involved with that multitude of players that came here for Juan Soto. The throw goes down to second base, and it is my honor to tell you that bringing you the play-by-play story all year long for the Atlanta Braves. Once again, here's Ben Ingram.
Thank you so much, Joe, and it's great to have you all with us. 2025 is finally here. Chatting with some of the players over the course of the last week, it's been with great anticipation that we get to this point. Spring was good, but they were ready to get to opening day. I was chatting with Chris Sale this morning. He said, I feel like the last 3 or 4 days just crept by and is finally here. Meanwhile, the Padre fans to their feet as they're acknowledged by Jurickson Profar. Last season, he had a terrific campaign with the Padres. Now he's with the Braves. He climbs into the left-hand batter's box. He's ready. So is Michael King. And now for the ball game. The first pitch is a called strike. Starting up right on time, 1:10 Pacific time. And 4:10 back at Atlanta. 0-1 on Jurickson Profar, leading it off for the Braves this afternoon. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from King, and Profar takes a ball a little bit low. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. For Profar last season, he batted leadoff some for the Padres, so he's not unfamiliar with this. And he did very well, put up good numbers as a leadoff man when he had his name called last season. 1-1, ground ball out to first, and that's going to sneak through in a base hit past a lunging Luis Arise. And that's how 2025 starts, as Jurickson Profar blisters one through the right side against his former team.
That's the great way to start with a new team, isn't it?
He is aboard and able to find find a spot between Arise and Cronenworth. Folks, the time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Real sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms are returning soon to a store near you. That brings Austin Riley to the plate. And good to see number 27 healthy. Here's the pitch on the way from King. That'll be swung on miss. 94 with a fastball. Now, when it comes to the weaponry for Michael King, he's got a deep arsenal of pitches. But last year, that sinker, change, and sweeper did the Braves in, didn't it?
Yeah, and that sweeper is a big one. Really good pitch.
A 1 to Riley. Let him miss high and outside.
We talk about Sale not being available for this postseason last year. Neither was Riley.
Yeah, the Braves were without most of their horses by the time they limped in the postseason last year. No score, top of the first inning. Profar aboard with a single. He's got a big lead at first base, held by Arise. 1-1 pitch, low and inside. It kicks by Diaz and down to second base for Jurickson Profar. Well, the Braves have a man in scoring position. Let's see if Austin Riley can drive him in. Had some late cutting action. Looked like it hit Diaz right in the mitt as it was low and in.
It hit him, and it also hit the shin guard of Adrian Johnson, the crew chief and home plate umpire.
So a base hit could mean a run. 2 balls and a strike on Riley. No one out, top of the first. Pitch on the way, sucked in the air, out to left field, over to his right, making the grab locker room. That was a laser beam directly to their left fielder.
Man, that was hit hard. And that's the way Austin finished spring training, too. He was locked in.
1 down, here's Matt Olson. Braves wearing their traveling grays today. Gray uniform tops, gray pants, red lettering, red numerals outlined in navy. Atlanta across the chest on top of the red tomahawk. Matt Olson climbing in. Pitch on the way from King. There's a called strike. Got a sinker over the outside corner. Padres in their home white tops, white pants with the brown pinstripes. Brown lettering, brown numerals outlined in gold. And Padres across the chest of their white uniforms. All right, an 0-1 count on Olson on the pitch on the way. That's going to push him inside. Missed with a sweeper. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mentioned that King faced the Braves in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series last year. He dominated. 7 innings, no runs, 5 hits, no walks, and a dozen strikeouts. 1-1 to Olson. Low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. In the process of that game, he became the first pitcher in Major League history to strike out a dozen without allowing a run or a walk in his first postseason start. So he was big for them last year. 2 balls and a strike on Olson on the pitch from the right-hander. That's in the dirt.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is putting Diaz through his paces here. You know, the one was called a pass ball that got to the screen, but Diaz is having to go to his knees and block all kinds of pitches so far.
No score for now. That could change right here. A hitter's count for Olson. 3-1 pitch. Drifted inside. Missed with a sinker, and he can't get a handle on that pitcher early. So he walks the 3rd batter of the season. And out climbing in Marcell Ozuna. In the last 2 seasons for Marcell, he's seen a surge in his career. 79 home runs over the last 2 seasons, 39 a year ago. And if you combine those last 2 seasons, hitting about 290. And now a chance to break the wrapper on this one with a base hit right here. Ozuna takes a ball outside. Braves with traffic. Olson at first base. Profar at second. No score. Top of the first. 1 down. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss outside. For King, since becoming a starter in 2023, he has the 4th lowest ERA amongst starting pitchers with at least 150 innings pitched, trailing Tarek Skubal, Zach Wheeler, and Chris Sale, who will be on the mound in the bottom of the inning. 2-0 pitch on the way. Ozuna swings and dribbles 1 foul, 2-1.
And that's why everybody expects him to become a free agent at the end of the year and pretty much write his own ticket. He's 29 years old. and he will be much in demand next winter.
Ozuna staring at a 2-1 count with one down. King brings it up and in, 3-1. So he gave up the hit to Profar. Austin Riley hit a missile to left field for an out, and then a walk to Olsen. Now a 3-1 count on Ozuna. Ozuna looking to pick a plum that he could sink his teeth into right here. Pitch on the way is outside, ball 4.
Wow.
So the man who didn't walk a soul last year versus the Braves in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series has 2 walks back-to-back. And here's the first mound visit by pitching coach Ruben Niebla. Well, for Michael King, while he has pitched in the postseason, this is his first opening day start. And players might tell you on opening day you get butterflies. Honestly, if you're the opening day starter, it might feel more like hummingbirds. But he's surrounded by Braves here with one down, and Ozzie Albies will be climbing into the left-hand batter's box. Folks, want to remind you to cash in on the baseball action with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves. Download Prize Picks and use code BRAVES and get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey, Ben, in spring training, King worked 13 2/3 innings and walked 7 in spring training. So this is not new here in 25 for him.
Time called by home plate umpire Adrian Johnson. Ozzie climbing in. Marcell Ozuna at first. Matt Olson at second. Jurickson Profar at third. Sacks packed full of Braves. No score for now in the top of the first inning. Ozzie rolls over one foul on the first baseline. First pitch changeup. Sure would be nice to give Chris Sale a multiple run lead for the bottom of the first inning. Ozzie, the 5th Brave to the plate here in the top of the first inning. Right-hander King comes set. This is his 19th pitch of the inning. And Ozzie takes a ball low and outside. Back-to-back changeups from King, and the count even 1-1. I don't know that he's thrown consecutive strikes yet.
I'm not sure he has either. Adrian Johnson has a small zone, I'll call it, but it doesn't matter the way he's pitching.
1-1 swung on and missed. Fastball upstairs. After Ozzie, it would be Michael Harris.
Got a real good chance here. You don't want to let it slide.
Ozzie takes the ball a little bit low and outside. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ozzie trying to show some patience here in his first AB of the season. Bases loaded, 1 down. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and a bouncer out to second base. Cronenworth shovels to second for 1. Bogarts to first. Double play. And that's how the top of the first inning comes to an end. See if the Braves want to take a peek at that. Waiting for a signal from the dugout. Players standing around on the field waiting on this to be reviewed. And this will be reviewed.
Ozzie turned immediately and pointed to the Braves dugout. He thought he legged it out.
Atlanta's challenging at first base.
Oh, yeah. I like their chances of getting this turned around.
Watching the replay, I got him safe and 1-0 Braves. How about you?
Yeah.
The crew chief is the home plate umpire, Adrian Johnson. He and Quinn Walcott are standing together in foul ground just about a third of the way up the first baseline.
Fans just saw the replay too, Ben, and they all groaned.
If this is overturned, it would mean a run for the Braves. Let's go down to the field.
The call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Atlanta retains their talent.
Call is overturned. Padre defense back out onto the field. The inning will continue for the Braves, who now lead 1-0 on the top of the first inning. So the first run of the season comes on an overturned review. And now Michael Harris will come to the plate. Ozzie with the RBI. That goes 4-6 on the putout of Marcell Ozuna at second base. Over to third base for Matt Olson. And Jurickson Profar, the former Padre, scores the first run of the season for the Braves. They're going to allow Michael King to have a warm-up toss or two, given the pause in play. But I tell you what, for Padre fans who remember Michael Harris and his play last year in the postseason, the last man they want to see in this opportunity is him. Michael last year in the wild card series batted .625. He went 5 for 8 with a homer. And now he bats with runners in the corners and 2 down. 1-0 Braves in the top of the first inning. And the pitch to Harris. Strike. First pitch sinker.
He will throw that 2-seam sinker more often than the 4-seamer. In fact, that and the sweeper are his favorites.
Righty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way to Harris. That's low and in. It kicks away from the catcher. Diaz down to second for Ozzie. Head first slide, and he's in there. Boy, Elias Diaz has been working his tail off here at the top of the first inning. Having a really difficult time with that late breaking action from King.
So a wild pitch and a pass ball this inning.
Couple that with 2 walks. A base hit should mean 2 runs. Ozzie at second, Matt at third base, and the bat in the hands of Michael Harris. This will be the 25th pitch of the inning for Michael King. 1-1 popped up back our way, and this will reach the seats for a souvenir. Make it 1-2 now on Michael Harris. He's got his mint green cleats on, matching the mint green sleeve on his right arm and the mint green batting gloves that he's wearing. King's headed to letters. And the 1-2. Little tapper in front of the plate. On top of it, Diaz, bare hands, fires down in time. And that ends the top of the first inning with the Braves on the board for the first time this season. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 men left on base. We played a half an inning. Braves won. And the Padres coming up when we come back.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks. And they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
You love free. And at Ameris Bank, so do we. That's why we're proud to offer worry-free, hassle-free Ameris Bank free checking. Manage your money your way with convenient access to digital, mobile, and telephone banking, all with no monthly service fee or minimum balance requirements. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. For more information or to open an account, visit our local bankers in person or online at amerisbank.com/free checking. Other fees such as overdraft fees may apply. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey there, baseball fans. Ben Ingram here. It's time to step up to the plate and upgrade your deck with TimberTech. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks just like real wood, but without the never-ending maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot or splinter, and it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so you'll be sure your deck looks great season after season. See for yourself why TimberTech is everything wood should be. Order free samples at timbertech.com.
The official hotel partner of your Atlanta Braves, Omni Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse, where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at omnihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Hey Braves fans, Finn here reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins us inside the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
Into the bottom of the first inning here in San Diego on opening day, where the Braves lead the Padres 1-0. Fernando Tatis climbs in. Chris Sale ready to go. And here is Chris's first pitch of the season. That'll miss outside. Started him off with a fastball away at 95. Chris Sale, a remarkable season a year ago. His magnum opus. He won the National League Cy Young Award. And he is the opening day starter for Atlanta this year. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to the right side and a base hit in the right field. Fernando Tatis has a single to right field, and the Padres first starts off the same way the Braves did in the top of the inning.
You might remember that Tatis missed a lot of games last year, too. He was on the suspended list. So he wanted to get off to a quick start and have a big year by playing virtually every day this year. And he certainly did that with that first at-bat base hit.
1-0 Braves. Here's Luis Arise. Left-handed hitter. Pitch on the way. Bunted at and sent foul. That is an 0-1 count on Arise. For Sale, 6'6", 180. The lefty from Lakeland, Florida. 35. Will be 36 in a few days. He was the first Brave to win the Cy Young Award since Tom Glavine did in 1998. And he won the National League pitching Triple Crown last season. First Brave ever to do that, leading in wins, ERA, and strikeouts. 0-1 to Arise. There's a ball low and outside. And for Chris, this is his 6th career opening day start. And he's facing a batter here who won some hardware himself last year. In fact, Luis Arise has won the batting title each of the last 3 seasons. 1-1, missed outside. Went outside with a slider. And a 2-1 count on him.
Left-handed hitter against a very tough left-handed pitcher. So for Arise, with those 3 titles you're talking about, to be 2 for 9 in his career against Sale says a lot.
Tall, lean lefty Sale brings the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, missed. Fastball right down the center of the plate. And a 2-2 count now on Arise. He doesn't miss too many of those.
No. Among the league leaders in fewest swings and misses.
One 0 Braves, bottom of the first inning. Tatis the runner at first. Arise at the plate. Sale looking for his first strikeout. And the 2-2 pitch on the way to Arise. Just missed the outside corner with a slider. The arsenal for Sale, that tantalizing slider, fastball, good changeup. He can throw a sinker as well. And the count runs full on Arise. Tatis, a lead at first base. Pitch on the way, grounded foul on the first base line. For Sale, this is his 15th season in the big leagues, 8 times an All-Star. He enters the season 86 strikeouts from 2,500 for his career. And he's never lost in this ballpark. 2-0 with a 2.45 ERA all time at Petco Park. Again, the 3-2. Pop back our way. This will land in the section right under us. Still 3-2.
What must be going through the mind and heart and veins of Drake Baldwin? Enormous crowd, first big league game in the Major League City, and catching the Cy Young winner.
That is quite the entry into the big leagues. Again, the 3-2. Ground ball, weakly to the left side. Arcia's got it. Only one play. That's at first base. And he whips it across for the out to get Arise down to second base for Tatis. Hit a little bit harder. Maybe you can think about going to second, but just weak contact. That brings Manny Machado to the plate. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson is at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Orlando Arcia at shortstop. And Austin Riley manning the hot corner. And the Braves outfield, Jurickson Profar in left field. Very familiar territory for him out there. Michael Harris on patrol in center. Jared Kelenic in right. The rookie Drake Baldwin behind the plate. And Chris Sale on the mound. Manny Machado takes a ball outside. 1-0. Braves leading 1-0. One-0 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Hitters count on Machado. Wide open stance in the right-hand batter's box. And he swings and misses. Good fastball, 96 and away from him.
Best fastball so far.
Sale right at the belly. 2-1 pitch. Missed inside with a fastball, 95. 3-1. Braves picked up their one run in the top of the first inning on a fielder's choice by Ozzie Albies. It drove in Jerks and Profar. And now Machado looking to tie the game with a base hit. Tatis on the move, pitches a ball outside, throw down to third base, not in time. We got a pretty big lead out there. Big jump at second. Kind of a delayed steal, but took off. And the walk to Machado puts him in the corners, one down.
Drake Baldwin made it close at third base, but really had no chance. Huge jump by Tatis.
1-0 Braves, bottom of the first inning. Machado at first, Tatis at third, and here's Bogaerts. For Chris Sale, 15 pitches, 7 strikes. Lefty-righty matchup. Fastball misses high.
Get a ground ball here and get a double play. And take it to the dugout.
Here early, both these pitchers trying to find some consistency with that fastball, aren't they?
And not really that close, either one of them.
1-0 low and inside. That time missed with a changeup. In the top of the inning, Michael King was pretty erratic. A wild pitch and 2 walks for him. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Chris Sale has fallen behind. 3-1 count he had on Machado. It's 2-0 here on Bogaerts. 2-0. Fouled off into the seats to our right. Sale rubbing up a brand new baseball. Fastball has been as high as 97. He's been about 95, 96 with most of his heaters. But just trying to put it where he wants. More balls than strikes at this point. The 2-1 pitch on the way to Xander Bogaerts. Popped up a mile high, shallow right. Ozzie going out, coming in Kelenic. Ozzie under it makes the catch, and the runners hold. You'd say that that's pretty tricky, but that's no trickier than what he's been doing for the last 6 weeks down in the Grapefruit League.
It's almost exactly what he's used to looking up at.
And the hands of Jackson Merrill. Rookie of the Year in the National League last year, facing the Cy Young Award winner out of the National League last year. And Merrill batting 5th in Mike Schilt's order. 1-0 Braves, bottom of the first inning. Sale trying to make his way through a jam here in the first inning. Merrill sends one foul into the second deck down the left field line.
This guy put up some big numbers last year for a rookie, and he moved from shortstop to play center field. He hit 24 homers, drove in 90 runs, but the thing that most impressed me, Ben, he hit for a .292 average.
So consistent. Left-handed hitter. A 1 from Sale. Strike call. 98 with a fastball in the outer third. This will be a really good time for Chris's first strikeout of the year. Way ahead, 0-2, blowing on his fist in between pitches. Tall, lean lefty, set right at the belly. 0-2. A little bit low and outside. And a stolen base out there for Manny Machado. He just slowly took off and just jogged to second. There was no one covering the bag. Drake Baldwin popped up to throw, and there was nobody there. One and 2 on Merrill. Sale brings it. And he floats one into center field, in for a base hit. This will drive in Tatis. Here comes Machado. The throw from Harris kicks off the mound, and an awkward slow hop to the plate. And the Padres take the lead on the 2 RBI single by Jackson Merrill. Just threw the bat at it and flipped it into center field.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad a pitch. Breaking ball down and away, and he had the top hand come off the bat and laced it to center.
Two on Padres. Here's Yuli Gurriel. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it off into the seats down the first baseline. So Gurriel is the 6th Padre to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. It's gone single, ground out, walk. Also a couple of steals in there, pop out in the 2 RBI single.
That second stolen base that they gave him was costly.
0-1 changeup misses low and inside. 1-1. Well, he had Jackson Merrill down to 2 strikes, and like you said, not a bad pitch, a really good 2-strike pitch. 1-1 from Sale. Low and in, just over his shoe tops with a slider. And a 2-1 count now on Yuli Gurriel. Padres 2, Braves 1 here in the bottom of the first.
Yuli now 40 years old.
Sale deals. That'll be swung on and fouled back. Both of these pitchers have fired off some bullets here in the first inning. For Sale, this has been a 27-pitch first inning. Michael King was just south of 30 pitches himself in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 2-2. Hit foul. Ripped that one foul against the sidewall at the end of the Braves dugout. Lots of sunshine, beautiful day. And a 2-1 lead for the Padres here in the bottom of the first inning. Sale ready, and again the 2-2 pitch. And he hits one high in the air to shallow center. Michael Harris coming in, wearing the sunglasses. He'll be called off. Jared Kelenic darts in between Ozzie and Michael and makes the catch in shallow right center. Well, the Padres send 6 to the plate. They pick up 2 runs on a couple of base hits. We played 1 inning. We head to the top of the second, 2-1 San Diego.
Nothing is quite as American as supporting the home team. At Quikrete, it's what we've been doing for over 80 years, making products that give homeowners and contractors the confidence to quickly and easily knock out their to-do list. So, whether you need to set a fence post, make a repair, or replace your patio, you can count on the yellow bag of Quikrete concrete mix to help you get the job done right. Pick up the Quikrete yellow bag at your favorite home improvement center. Quikrete, it's what America's made of.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Marco's Pizza was named America's favorite pizza chain by Technomics America's Favorite Chains data. And America said, who? So we're introducing America to America's favorite pizza chain with unlimited large 2-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. And when people tried Marco's Pizza, they said, this is amazing. Get unlimited large 2-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each at Marco's.
Marco's secured the top spot in the 2024 limited service pizza category with a 53.4% composite top box rating based on recent guest survey scores rating of certain attributes. Prices higher in California. For codes, price, participation, and other restrictions, see Marcos.com. Limited time only.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you for opening day 2025. Braves and the Padres from Petco Park in San Diego, California. Lots of bright sunshine and a capacity crowd. And climbing in for his first Major League at-bat, it's Drake Baldwin. On the first pitch he sees is a called strike. For Drake, he had a rock-solid spring. Had a lot on his plate with the injury to Sean Murphy. He handled it all very well. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Drake. He'll take a ball high. 1-1 on Baldwin. Young man out of Missouri State University. Grew up in Wisconsin. Was a big hockey player. 1-1. Missed a little bit low, 2-1. And he's a guy that watching him for the last few spring trainings, Joe, we've always had a good eye for him and enjoyed what we've seen for him. There's a 2-1 pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin. Line foul.
There's a lot to like, Ben. One of them, as you said, is his patience at the plate and trying to get a good pitch. Another really strong point is his ability to hit left-handed pitching, too.
Wind up at the 2-2. Pulled foul in the right field line. Kicking by Tom Goodwin, Braves first base coach. Matt Tuiasosopo on the other side of the diamond, the third base coach. Drake Baldwin, deep breath, sizing up the right-hander King. And the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. That was dropped momentarily by Diaz, who picks it up, puts the tag on Baldwin. And there's the first strikeout of the game. So one down for Orlando Arcia. For the Braves opening up here in San Diego, this is the first time the Braves have faced the Padres in San Diego for opening day since 1994. Offering to Arcia. That'll miss outside. And that 1994 season started the exact same way the 2025 season is starting for the Braves in terms of opponents. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Arcia takes the ball outside. In 94, the Braves had a 4-game series here in San Diego, followed by a 3-game series in L.A. against the Dodgers. And that team went 7-0 to begin the season. Pretty good. 2-0 to Arcia, missed a little bit low. And on that 7-game road trip to San Diego and L.A., they gave up just 16 runs the entire road trip. That'll win you a bunch of games. 3-0 pitch. Arcia takes a strike. Three-1 to Orlando. Ground ball up the middle to his left. Bogarts. It's out of his reach. And it's a base hit for Arcia. Had a good patient approach, got ahead in the count, was able to bounce one up the middle for a single.
We talked about that during spring training, Ben, about one of the aspects of Orlando trying to get better and improve on his numbers was to get a good pitch and not be overly aggressive and constantly hitting behind in the count. And here in his first at bat, 3-1 count, base hit.
Came off his bat at 106 miles an hour. It's 2-1 Padres, top of the second. Jared Kelenic to the plate. First pitch to Kelenic. Strike. King able to get that sweeper right down the middle of the plate, 0-1. Two runs, 2 hits for the Padres. 1 run, 2 hits for the Braves. 0-1 from King. Bouncer over the mound. Bogarts has it. A glove flip to Machado, who covers the bag at second. They get the force out. Well, you're not used to seeing that. That's a 6-5 putout as Bogarts gloved it on the second base side of the bag, and a glove flip to the covering Machado for the out. Fielder's choice for Kelenic.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Xander knew Manny was that close, or else he might have flipped it with his bare hand instead of the glove.
Two down and back to the top of the order for Jurickson Profar. This will be King's 40th pitch of the game. Profar takes a called strike. Well, Profar was a fan favorite last year in San Diego. Not just for the numbers that he put up either. I think they love him just as much for the day he was jawing with Dodger fans in left field. That was at a game at Dodger Stadium. There's a called strike. But last year, he was an all-star for the first time in his career. This is his 12th Major League campaign. And all he did here in San Diego last year was hit .280 with 24 home runs. He scored 94 runs, had a huge campaign wearing the brown and gold of San Diego. 0-2 on Profar. The pitch from King missed high.
And I think the thing that appealed to the Braves as much as anything was his .380 on base percentage. He draws walks. He gets on. Only stole 10 bases, but as you said, was on base a lot for the Thunder in their lineup to score.
1-2 pitch. Sent foul into the sidewall down the left field line. I think there are a lot of folks in the offseason for the Padres worried about who's going to fill that gap that he leaves.
Yeah. Well, they've got a couple of guys at the top of the order they can alternate. Tatis and Arise, who, depending on who's starting, they can flip-flop those guys at the top.
Runner at first, 2 down, 2-1 Padres in the second. And the 1-2 pitch. Profar swivels his hips out of the way of the sinker. And a 2-2 count.
Oh, King is really barking at Adrian Johnson. He was walking to the dugout, and then before he got the ball back, he was jawing at him.
He thought it cut back and got the edge of the plate. He might have been right. Instead of 2-2 count, here it comes. And fouled off by Profar. Got a piece of a changeup. Well, like Snit told you before our broadcast when you did the Brian Snitker report, the bullet dodged with Profar in spring training was enormous. That had disaster written all over it when it looked like he hurt his wrist.
Yeah.
And it was injured, just not near as badly as we anticipated, fortunately. Kelenic, a good lead at first base. 2-2. Fouled back our way.
Yeah, and his first at-bat back after he sat a few days to nurse that wrist and hand. He got a base hit, so everybody knew he was okay.
King has the pitch comm device on his belt, so he fidgets with that, and he calls his own pitches to his catcher Diaz. 2-2 pitch. Profar swings and misses, and he strikes out against the slider. And King, as he's walking off the field, asking Adrian Johnson about the location of the pitch that he didn't get the call on. Braves strand a runner in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 Padres.
Lexus invites you to experience the power of choice. From hybrid to plug-in hybrid to all-electric. Whichever Lexus electrified model you choose, it will undoubtedly feel
amazing.
Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event, now through March 31st. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Shooting drills. A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve, but one who genuinely cares about each player.
You have what it takes. We got this.
Can inspire them to win. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Have you ever wondered if there was something special you could put on your food to make it even better? There is, and it's called the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce. Perfectly blending zesty peppers, tangy vinegar, and salty salt. The Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce makes curly fries into curl your toes fries. And every plate of nachos into nacho heck yeah. Only the Original Louisiana Brand Hot Sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
City of Hope is advancing cancer care at life-saving speed with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
How well do you know the locker room? Starting Monday, your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Ed and Joe with you on opening day from San Diego, where the Padres lead the Braves 2-1. It'll be 7-8-9 for Mike Schultz Padres on the first pitch from Sale. There's a called strike versus Jake Cronenworth. Braves could not swipe a bag in the top of the second, but all season long in the second inning, if the Braves steal the base, you'll have a chance to win at least $50 in free marathon gas cards. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from Chris Sale. And a ground ball past a diving Riley, but gloved by Arcia. Going to his right, gloves and whips it across the diamond for the out. And a 6-3 put out is how the bottom of the second starts. Finishing that thought, you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Cronenworth retired on a 6-3 put out. That brings Brandon Lockridge to the plate. And if you're looking back at the first inning, where Chris Sale fired 29 bullets, giving up 2 runs, certainly a rarity, at least in terms of what we saw from Chris last year. Brandon Lockridge swings and misses at the first pitch. Sale threw 29 pitches in the first inning today. Last season, his high for first inning pitches was also 29. That happened in a ball game at Arizona on July the 9th. 0-1 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Also, Joe, he allowed 2 runs. Last season, Sale allowed multiple first-inning runs in just 2 of his 29 starts.
That's pretty good and pretty consistent, I'd say.
1-1 fouled off. Big reason he won the Cy Young.
Well, I mean, he'll be 36 in a few days. Heaven forbid that even a 36-year-old Cy Young winner be a little antsy and a little amped up.
Good point.
To start a season. He and King both a little off the mark in the first inning.
1-2 to Lockridge. Swings and misses. Good slider. There's the first strikeout of the season for Chris Sale. 2 down. Here comes Elias Diaz. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce is also the official hot sauce of this brisket nacho helmet I'm about to eat right now. That's Louisiana Hot. Ready for the new tagline? Buy you some. Line drive into left field to the base hit by Diaz. Ripped a fastball just past Arcia. And it's a 2-out single. That's B-A-Y-O-U.
All right.
Buy you some.
I was going to ask you that. That is great.
2-out single by Diaz. Here's Fernando Tatis. 2-1 Padres. As we're in the bottom of the second inning. Tatis single to right field in the first inning. And he'll foul one back. Boy, if Chris could get Tatis here, bring that pitch count down a little bit, that'd help.
Yes. Oh, and 1 on Fernando Tatis. Bright yellow cleats on his feet, matching the batting gloves. Sale deals, misses low and inside with a slider. It's a Padre team that won 93 games last year. They finished second in the National League West. They finished 5 games back of the Dodgers, and then lost in 5 games to the Dodgers in the division series. 1-1 from Sale, and a reach and a miss by Tatis. Here's the interesting thing. The 93 wins last year for the Padres, second most in franchise history, and only the 4th time ever they've won more than 90 games in a season. Their 98 team set the franchise record with 98 wins. 1-2 pitch, popped up, foul ground down the right side, reaching towards the seats. Olsen over there, and he's out of room. And a foul ball. They had a great lineup. They had a good pitching staff. And they just needed some guys to stay a little healthy also. And Joe Musgrove is starting the season this year on the IL. Yu Darvish is injured.
Yeah, they really made no major additions in the offseason. Lost Profar to the Braves. 1-2. Oh, just missed the outside corner with a slider. Padres 2, Braves 1, bottom of the second. And a 2-2 count on Fernando Tatis. Sale stands tall, kicks and fires a 2-2. And weakly tapped down the third baseline, foul. Chris rubs up a brand new baseball. Day like today, you're rubbing that thing a little bit harder than normal, aren't you?
Yes, sir, you are. And I was noticing when he was in his stretch a minute ago that the wind's whipping his pant legs a little bit, too. So there's more wind down there on the field than we think.
2-2. Goodbye. Swung on, missed. The fan going after that slider up and in. And Chris Sale with a couple of strikeouts in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Off to the top of the third we go. It's a 2-1 lead for the Padres.
Nothing is quite as American as supporting the home team. At Quikrete, it's what we've been doing for over 80 years, making products that give homeowners and contractors the confidence to quickly and easily knock out their to-do list. So, whether you need to set a fence post, make a repair, or replace your patio, you can count on the yellow bag of Quikrete concrete mix to help you get the job done right. Pick up the Quikrete yellow bag at your favorite home improvement center. Quikrete, it's what America's made of.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike 1. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time. Strike 2. Ken and his team are with you from start to finish. Other legal teams pass you off to a secondary team. Strike 3. 3 strikes. Those other legal teams are out. 1 call to Ken. That's all you need. 404-CALL-KEN.
1 call, that's all. Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the MVP of flavor. And right now you can get a medium for only $1.99. That's what I call knocking your cravings out of the park for a grand slam of a deal. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you on opening day. Great to have you with us. If you just now tuned in, you're a little bit late to getting to baseball today. That's all right. Glad you found us here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, and thrilled that we'll have you with us all season long. You missed a first inning where both pitchers might look back and say, yeah, we need to clean that up a little bit. It's 2-1 lead for the Padres. Austin Riley, the batter, will take a called strike. Braves sent 6 to the plate in the first inning, scored a run. There were a couple of walks that inning by Michael King. And then Chris Sale saw 6 come to the plate in the bottom of the inning, gave up 2 runs. Riley takes the ball low and outside.
And I think King would say he was very lucky in the first inning with the bases loaded, 1 out, and only gave up 1 run.
1-1 to Riley. Way high. Nowhere near with that fastball. Lots of brown and gold in the seats down below us. This place is absolutely slammed today for opening day. Beautiful day. 2-1. Healthy cut, but a miss by Riley. Got a change up by him. Breeze picks up. It's been blowing out towards that right field foul pole. Riley 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Waiting on the 2-2, and here it is from King. Outside 3-2. King out of the windup, and the payoff pitch. Swung on and sent high and deep and fouled on the right side. The ball that Riley hit, that was a line out to left field back in the first inning, the hardest hit ball of this game so far. Came off his bat at 111.5 miles an hour.
Smoked right at him.
Again, the 3-2. It's lifted towards foul ground as it arches its way into the seats.
Telling you, Austin's seeing the ball really well. That was a good breaking ball, and he spoiled it.
Waves the bat over the plate, now steadies it. Michael King kicks and fires at 3-2. That's fouled off by Riley. Sinker in. Look, when pitchers are executing on Riley, that's where they like to go, but that's also where we've seen younger pitchers miss with fastballs and hit him in the hands.
You better be accurate, well, or miss to the middle of the plate and kiss it goodbye.
They all pitch to Riley. He swings and misses at a fastball away for strike 3. And that's the third strikeout for King, 1 down. Folks, Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag, which is exactly what Joe Simpson is looking for when he's prepping for a game. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. All right, the pitch on the way to Olsen is going to miss high, 1-0. What'd you say? This is your 50th opening day?
That it is.
What an accomplishment. Here's a 1-0 pitch on the way. Olsen bounces one foul by the end of the Padre dugout.
And I found myself a little jittery today. Opening day. I admit it. And that's what prompted my comment about Chris Sale earlier.
1-1 to Olsen. And he hits a high towering fly ball to center. Coming underneath it now, Jackson Merrill. And he makes the catch out in center field where they have the SD logo cut into the grass out there. And 2 down. Well, that shows you that A, you still love it, and B, you still have a pulse.
Yeah.
Both of those are good things.
Thank goodness. Yeah. No, I think also just the relief of spring training being over. At my age, spring training.
Marcelo Ozuna takes a ball low.
Not my favorite. I enjoy seeing the young players like Drake Baldwin in those situations, but I get tired of all the substitutions and
1-0 to Ozuna. That'll miss outside.
Constant rotating, and that's what spring training's about. That happens, but man, I couldn't wait to get here for this to start.
2-1 Padres, top of the third. The pitch on the way to Marcel. Just a little bit low. Yeah, that can become tiresome. And then, of course, at least in our league down in Florida, compared to what they experience in the Cactus League in Arizona, lots of lengthy trips can be mixed in. So the season brings a little bit of a settling to it. 3-0 pitch up and in. There's ball 4 to Ozuna. Stare out there to King.
I'm not sure that the managers and coaching staff would agree with me, but I think the players might. And that is that spring training is about 10 days too long.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that, qualify that with the managers, because there may be a lot of pitchers they still need to take a look at. So they need those games.
I was going to say, I think everybody who isn't a pitcher or involved with pitching would probably agree with that.
Yeah.
Ozzie Albies to the plate, drove in the lone Brave run in the first inning. Takes ball low. We're at the top of the third inning. Padres 2, Braves 1. All the runs came in the first inning. Lead at first by Ozuna. 1-0 from King. Snapped off a fastball high. Ozzie, bright red batting gloves, gripping the bat, staring down the right-hander King. This will be King's 66th pitch of the game. Now the 2-0. That is punished high in the air, deep right field, on its way and gone. It's a 2-run home run by Ozzie Albies. Launched into the seats in right field, and the Braves take the lead as it's 3-2 Atlanta here in the third. What a sweet sound that provided.
Attaway, Oz. He was like Michael Harris. He finished with a flourish in spring training. Swung the bat really well in Scottsdale in Mesa against the Cubs. Hit a home run there. And he hit a no-doubter following the walk here in the third inning to put the Braves on top.
Ozzie has driven in all 3 runs for the Braves. And the inning continues for Michael Harris. Braves taking advantage of a 2-out walk, then a home run. Michael Harris takes a called strike. Well, managers will tell you all the time, 2-out walks are always followed by homers. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Harris takes a called strike. And we'll go ahead and make the early play of Ozzie Albies today, the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Here's the 0-2 to Michael Harris. And he's going to shoot one in the center field. That'll lay down for a base hit. He was down 0-2, got a changeup, and was able to send a humpback liner into center. And the Braves have come to life versus King with 2 down here in the third inning.
Home runs were a real issue at the beginning of the season last year for King. First couple of months, and he gave up 17 for the year. But 13, I think it was, is the number that he gave up in the first 2 months, and then he really cut down on it.
Now meeting at the mound, led by the catcher Elias Diaz. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Braves 3, Padres 2. We're in the top of the third inning. Here's Drake Baldwin. Big lead at first by Michael Harris. King deals, and Drake takes ball low and inside. .0 fouled back just under us. Ball on a strike now on Drake Baldwin. A 2-run home run by Ozzie Albies deep into the seats in right field has given the Braves the lead again, looking for some more 2-out magic here in the third inning. 1-1 pitch. Drake with a good eye lays off the changeup low. I feel like the Braves have noticed that changeup, had a good eye for it already.
Agreed. I mean, last year I thought in the postseason his sweeper was the out pitch. He's staying away from that some today and throwing a lot more changeups, but they're picking it up. You're right.
2 on the Baldwin. Strike with the inside corner. The version of the sweeper that King had last year in that postseason game had to be the best version he's ever had.
They said it was probably the best he pitched all year long. Be tough to beat.
There goes Harris. 2-2 smash, but foul. Boy, he got into that one. Deep down the right field line and into the seats. Somebody paid the price for that souvenir. Second time through the order versus King. And again the 2-2. Upstairs ball 3. His fastball is about 92, 93. And if he's able to perfectly locate it in that slot at the top of the strike zone, it's outstanding. But he's been high with that pitch. He's at 75 pitches for the game. Harris going to take off here. There he goes. Pitch to Baldwin. Low and in ball 4. Laid off the changeup.
Another good at bat.
That's now 4 walks allowed by King. And here comes Mike Schilt. And on opening day, his first opening day start of his career, he's not going to make it out of the 3rd inning.
Well, in this inning, 2 straight outs. And then a walk got this all going.
And King departs. Folks, if you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. And Pennington brings you the call to the bullpen. We'll introduce you to the new Padre hurler when we come back. 3-2 Braves in the 3rd.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 and 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Attention, Braves fans. Ever wanted to win a Yanmar UTV or a Yanmar SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar UTV if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win the Yanmar strikeout the side inning, where the excitement never stops.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
Get the latest Braves news while you work every weekday between 10 and 2 with Nick Schwanini and me, Chris Domino, on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
New pitcher for the Padres is right-hander Alec Jacob. He was in 9 games in spring training, had no record, a 3 ERA, 9 innings. He gave up 3 runs, a home run included in that. He walked 3, struck out 12 in 9 innings. And he comes on for Michael King, who did not have a good start to his 2025 season. Nowhere near what we saw in October.
Went just 2 2/3 and had 76 pitches. Here's Orlando Arcia. Runners first and second, 2 down. Pitch on the way to Arcia, in for a called strike. Ozzie Albies hit the first home run of the ball game, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment and a free oil change. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show to see how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit TireDiscounters.com/Braves to learn more. Fastball misses there to Arcia.
Jacobs, kind of a slinger. Sidearm slinger. One
to Arcia. Big healthy cut and miss at a fastball. It's a fastball in the upper 80s. 86, 87, 88. You don't see that too often at all.
No, that's pretty good from that arm angle. Really threw a slow off-speed breaking ball to Orlando to start the at-bat.
1-2 to Arzia. He'll loop one foul into the seats down the right field line. We're in the top of the third. Braves leading 3-2 here in San Diego. They were trailing 2-1 entering this inning, but then a 2-run homer by Ozzie Albies gave the Braves the lead again. Looking for another 2-out base hit that could drive in Harris from second base. 1-2, bounce foul over Matt Tuiasosopo, third base coach.
There were a lot of times last year, and it cost Orlando big time with his batting average. He only hit .218, but where he was just thinking about nothing but long balls, launching the ball out of the ballpark. Spring training and 2 at-bats here, it's a different approach. Taking a little off, trying to make contact.
1-2 is high, and I wonder how much of that was pre-sim by Tim Hires.
Well, it could be a lot. And I shouldn't say takes a little off. He's still got good bat speed, but he's not thinking yank. He's trying to use the whole field.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Tied him up with a fastball up and in. Not his best swing. And that ends the top of the third, but a 2-run homer by Ozzie gives the Braves the lead. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Braves 3, Padres 2.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 72 months, or $22.50 bonus cash. Hyundai is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. Offers end March 31st. Call 813-867-0006 for complete offer details.
Napa has the parts and the expertise to help your business stay ahead of the game. That's why Napa is a proud partner of the 2025 Atlanta Braves. 2 legends driven to win from the field to the open road. While Napa is powering fleets and garages across the country, the Braves are delivering pennants, MVPs, and championships. So no matter the size of your business, Napa are the pros that know how to keep you moving at full speed.
Napa know how.
Hey, small business owners, it's Matt Chernoff here to tell you about First Liberty Building and Loan and the Frost family. Are you looking to buy a business or franchise, build a new building, any dream that you have for your business? First Liberty can help. When the big banks say no, they say yes. So if you need $750,000 or more in financing, then you need to contact First Liberty Building and Loan at firstlibertyga.com. Fill out a simple form and you'll know in minutes if you're a fit. Again, find all the info online at firstlibertyga.com. That's firstlibertyga.com.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Starting Monday, you could win a pair of Braves tickets depending on how well you know the locker room. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Chris Sale and the Braves leading here in San Diego 3-2 into the bottom of the third inning. Luis Arise leads off with the Padres, and he'll be followed by Machado and Bogarts. Sale at 43 pitches. First pitch, Frisbee's in there, called strike. First pitch, slider. And it's 0-1 on Arise. He grounded out back in the first inning. A 1 from Sale. A little bit low with the slider. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike. Now for the Braves, they're looking to win on opening day for the 3rd year in a row. Won each of the last 2 years. 1-1 and a ground ball to first base. No problem for Matt Olson. Claims it on the second hop. Underhand toss to the bag. Sale is there. And 1 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Braves won in Philadelphia last year on opening day. Won the year prior in Washington. And the last time the Braves won 3 straight opening day games was 09 through 11. And while the Braves have been dominant in their home openers for about the last 15 years, opening day has kind of been up and down. But looking for a 3-game winning streak on opening day.
It's always a good way to start your season.
Manny Machado takes a ball low.
You had visions of 161-1.
1-0 on Manny Machado. Sale deals. On a fly ball to deep left field. That's going to send Profar over to his right towards the corner. That bounces fair and up against the sidewall. And now it is left the field of play. That'll be a ground rule double out of Machado. Profar went into that left field corner, just disappeared from our view. It looks like the ball lodged into the sidewall, right up into the railing.
Well, they were giving him the third base line and a long run for jerks, and I was first of all, I was fortunate that it landed fair right on the chalk. But I was surprised as long as it hung up in the air that it wasn't caught until I saw where he was playing.
3-2 Braves, bottom of the third. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts over one with a pop-up. Takes a strike on the inside corner. One more note on opening day. We've been talking about Chris Sale. If he were to win today, get the winning decision, he'd be the first Brave starter to earn a winning decision on opening day since Julio Teheran in 2015. One swung on, missed.
No kidding.
So while the Braves have had good amount of wins on opening day, the starters haven't factored into the decision, at least in the winning decisions.
Yeah, or haven't gone deep enough into the game to qualify.
0-2 to Bogaerts. Low it inside, 1-2. I bet that becomes more and more common because nobody, at least anymore, wants to see their starter go out there and pitch 8-9 innings and pitch 110 or more pitches. Very conservatively played early in the year with the pitchers. 1-2. Chop foul on the third baseline.
They're very rare on opening day to see that happen, but I remember one not too long ago. I was very impressed with Clayton Kershaw did it with the Dodgers, and I don't know that it was a shutout, but come right out of spring training and go 9. That's quite a feat.
1-2 to Bogaerts. Hit hard, past a diving Riley and a base hit in the left field. Machado gets a stop sign at third base, and they will not test the arm of Profar. Had a pretty good throw to the plate. So it's a single by Bogaerts, and they're at first and third, one down for Jackson Merrill. Riley really gave everything he had going to his left, but whizzed right by him.
Yeah, and because of that, Machado had to freeze a little bit before he could take off the third base and make sure the ball went through.
Braves 3, Padres 2, bottom of the third. Runners at the corners, one down. First pitch to Jackson Merrill, fouled back our way, 0-1. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. And at Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. And we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Sale could really use a strikeout. Merrill would be a tough one to double up. And the 0-1 pitch on the way from Sale. Ground ball out to first. Diving stop by Olsen. He's got it. Taps the bag. Throws wild to the plate. And a run scores. He gets the out at first base. Laid out to his left and was actually laying on the bag when he was able to bring it in. But he tried to lob to the plate, and the throw was over the head of Drake Baldwin, and we're tied at 3.
It was a good attempt. He knew the guy from third, Machado, was coming to the plate, and it was a good throw. He might have gotten him. But he was sitting on his keister right on the bag when he threw it.
Yeah, good throw. I think they've got him. And it's a throw that Matt makes more times than not, and a really good effort.
And may have saved a run in the process, just gloving the ball.
Down to second for Bogaerts. Here's Yuli Gurriel with 2 down, a 3-3 game. And Gurriel pulverizes one foul up into the third deck down the left field line. Well, Merrill has driven in all the runs for the Padres, and Albies has driven in all the runs for the Braves. Both guys hit 5th in the order. Well, one missed the outside corner. Sale at 57 pitches. And the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. Hooking foul. One and two on Gurriel. He popped out to right field to end the first inning. Sale set right at the belly. 1-2 pitch. And he just wiped him out with a slider low and in. Gurriel swings and misses. That's out number 3. And that ends the bottom of the third inning. But a run for the Padres on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We played 3. We enter the top of the 4th inning. It's a 3-3 game on opening day.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Hey, Atlanta, it's the little things we do together that can make a big difference. Atlanta area Chick-fil-A restaurants are teaming up with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project to help fight food security for families in need. Show your support by visiting braves.com/homeplate to learn more about food distributions in your area.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close to you, nothing matters more than receiving the absolute best care. It's crucial to seek out doctors who are renowned experts in their fields, highly skilled, and pushing the boundaries of heart disease treatment. At Emory Heart and Vascular, you'll find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit emoryhealthcare.org/heartcare.
If you're a working electrician, you've got 2 options. Work for a contractor and have no power or leverage. Or work with us and have your choice of jobs with multiple contractors, protection on the job, benefits for retirement, and people that have your back. I'm Kenny Mullins for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. If the second option sounds better to you, come join us. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Us.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame Insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Turnoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Been a tight ball game here early in San Diego for opening day. It's a 3-3 game. And great to have you with us on a Thursday afternoon, turning Thursday evening back in Atlanta. Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you. And it's 9-1-2 for the Braves here in the top of the 4th, starting with Jared Kelenic. Alec Jacob back out on the mound. Starts with a called strike. Kelenic reached on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning. Takes time, stands out of there. Wind whipping across the field and is blowing the uniform of the pitcher Jacob. And material on his uniform just flapping in the wind out there. 0-1 on Kelenic. Offering on the way. And a ground ball out to second. To his right, Cronenworth backhands, throws with his momentum falling to second. And in time for the out. Folks, Tidal Wave Auto Spa is making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless bottom of the 4th inning, Tidal Wave will offer half off their best wash membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. So pay attention for that in the bottom of the inning. One down here in the top of the inning. Here's Jurickson Profar. Jurickson, it's a high pop-up towards foul territory, and then he'll reach the seats out of play down the first baseline. Three runs on 5 hits for the Padres. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Braves, including a 2-run home run by Ozzie Albies. Well, one low and inside. It has been the Albies and Merrill show here early. Ozzie 2 for 2 with all 3 Braves RBIs. Merrill 1 for 2 with all 3 Padres RBIs. 1-1. It's the inside corner. Righty-lefty matchup, 1-2. Outside 2-2.
Scott Jacob, born and raised in Spokane, Washington, and drafted out of Gonzaga there in Spokane back in 2021.
2-2. Swung on, popped up, foul ground over the Braves dugout into the lower bowl of the stadium down there. Two and two on Profar. He wore number 10 last year with the Padres. And, of course, that not available with the Braves. Retired for Chipper Jones. Profar switching to number 7. 2-2 pitch fouled back. And one of the new additions for the Braves. Good catch made by a fan down there in the lower bowl of the stadium. Well, Profar, 32 years old, 12th season in the big leagues. Some other new faces, Brian De La Cruz, Hector Neris, Jose Suarez, and Nick Allen. All new to the Braves that are on the roster. 2-2 fouled back. And also some new additions to the coaching staff. Tim Hires, whom we've been talking about throughout spring training, brand new hitting coach, comes over from Texas. And assistants Carlos Mendez and Hugh Quattlebaum, also over there as assistants in the hitting department. That are brand new to the Brave staff. Welcomed additions. 2-2 pitch. Pop back our way and foul again.
A couple of guys with new numbers, too, coming out of spring training.
And Nick Allen swapped from 60 to 2.
What an improvement that is.
You're wearing 2 in spring training, you're going to be on the team.
Yeah, good chance. Drake Baldwin now wearing number 30.
They had him in 75 during camp and now gets a much lower number. 2-2, fouled off again. Good AB here.
That away.
Braves 3, Padres 3, top of the 4th. Bases empty and 1 out. Time requested by Profar. I would like to think there's at least 1 or 2 moments today for all the listeners out there, certainly for us, for folks in the stadium and around the nation, maybe even around the world, who had that moment sit in with them today that baseball is officially back. We've got it for the next 6-7 months. 2-2 fouled back again. And just the comfort of having the game back.
Yeah.
And the warm weather, if it's not where you are already, it's close.
Well, this is by far better conditions than what the Braves were going to face in Philly and Chicago last year.
Yeah, it was a chilly opener.
Frigid temps in Chicago.
Again, the 2-2. Profar fouls one back again.
That away. You know, I don't think it's possible to wear your bat out in one at bat, but Jurickson's trying. This guy only has only given up 1 home run in his big league career, which is right at about a year's time. You'll never believe who hit it.
11th pitch of the at-bat is bounced to first base, giving ground and taking it on 2 outs now. Arise tosses the bag. Jacob is there. 2 down. Who you got?
I can let you guess 100 times, and you would never guess Kurt Casale.
It's the only home run that Jacob has allowed?
Yep. Who was in camp with the Braves most of the spring, but later released.
2 down in the top of the 4th inning for Austin Riley. Riley takes the ball outside. Braves trying to stay out of a 1-2-3 inning. There has not been one of those yet in the game. And a lot of traffic on the base paths for both teams. 1-0 to Riley, and he gets into one way up in the air, deep left field, to the wall, gone! Austin Riley with his first home run of the season into the seats in left field, and it's now 4-3 Braves in the top of the 4th.
All you got to do, Ben, is really just talk about how a guy's only given up 1 homer. And make sure you pick the guy who's like a 2 peas in a pod, you know, Casale and Riley.
I just leave all the veteran moves to you, because you hit the button on that one.
Man, oh man. We've been talking about Austin, though, and this guy was right in his wheelhouse. Tried to throw him a breaking ball, no chance.
Here's Matt Olson. And Matt with a good swing, fouls one straight back. 2 home runs today by the Braves. One by Ozzie, one by Austin. And a 4-3 Braves lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Jacob brings it. Olsen takes a called strike. Four runs on 5 hits for the Braves, 3 runs on 5 hits for the Padres. 0-2. Punch to the right side, base hit. That sneaks past a diving Jake Cronenworth. Good job by Olsen. That was an 0-2 sinker, and he just combed it out there.
And, that was a little bit like Merrill's base hit that he drove in a couple of runs in the first inning, where top hand comes off the bat, he's fooled, but he just happened to find an open spot.
It's now 4 straight hits for the Braves that have come with 2 outs over the last 2 innings. Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch to Marcell. He's got a big swing and fouls one off into the second deck along the first base side. Braves got 1 in the first, 2 in the third on the 2-run homer by Ozzie Albies, and 1 thus far here in the 4th inning on the homer by Austin Riley. Ozuna takes a ball inside. Riley's homer, 401 feet to left center field. 1-1 to Ozuna. In for a called strike. The home run that Ozzie hit in the 3rd inning, 413 feet to right field.
Yeah, I thought for a second it might get into the upper deck, but man, that sits way back from the fence line.
Ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scoring runs regardless always feels good, but something about 2-out runs feels 10 times as good.
Sure does.
Olsen very modest lead at first, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Ozuna cracks one towards right center field. That'll lay down for a base hit. Olsen hits the bag at second. He's going to test the arm of Tatis. The throw is well up the line. And in there with the feet first slide is Olsen. That sent Manny Machado several steps to his left to keep the throw out of right field from getting by him. And the base hit by Ozuna puts him in the corners. And that'll be it for Jacob. So another 2-out base hit for the Braves. They've had 3 in a row. And Mike Schilt will make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, just turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. That's it for Jacob. We'll introduce you to the new hurler for the Padres upon our return. It's a 4-3 lead for the Braves in the 4th.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves!
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
Hey, Braves fans, this is John Michaels reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins Finn, Home Team, and me in the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
Yuki Matsui, a left-hander, on to pitch for the Padres. He's out of Yokohama, Japan, 29 years old, signed as an international free agent In December of 23, wears number 1, 5'9", 190.
You don't see too many pitchers wearing number 1. He's facing the Braves number 1. That's Ozzie Albies, who's driven in 3 runs today. Here's the first pitch on the way from Matsui to Ozzie Albies. That'll be taken low and inside. No, Mackenzie Gore wears 1 for the Nationals. But you don't see many pitchers wearing 1.
He was in 64 games for the Padres last year, second only to Robert Suarez in appearances.
Ozzie swinging it from the right side against the southpaw. 1-0 in the dirt, knocked down by Elias Diaz. It was a splitter that was darting straight down. 2 balls, no strikes. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Braves. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Padres. And a chance for more with runners at the corners and 2 down in the top of the 4th inning. Ozzie looking for RBI number 4 with a base hit right here. Hitters count. And the 2-0 pitch on the way to Ozzie. Loops in for a strike at the top of the zone. And that was that might be a strike to Matt Olson. I don't know about to Ozzie Albies.
I'm not sure either. Just a little lollipop he threw up there too. Pretty good 2-0 pitch.
Ozzie all over the plate. 2-1. A reach and a miss. Kind of flailed at that splitter. And a 2-2 count now on Albies. The last 5 hits for the Braves have all come with 2 outs. Ozzie trying to keep that streak alive. Right side of the infield wide open. And the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt. Good take. 3-2. Padres on their 3rd pitcher of the game. It's gone King, Jacob, and Matsui. Ozuna at first, Olsen at 3rd. Lefty Matsui, ball at the belt buckle. Ozuna goes, 3-2 pitch and a high fly ball, deep left field, ascending into the air, deep into the corner, a leap at the wall, and it's caught by Lockridge. He just robbed Ozzie in the corner of what could have been a 3-run home run. Went up into the air and brought it down right next to the corner of the Western Metal Supply Company, and that is out number 3. And the Braves come away with just the 1 run there in the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 4-3 Braves.
Spring has sprung, Braves fans, and baseball is finally back. Make your lawn Truist Park quality this season with Pennington Grass Seed. As the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew, Pennington knows how to help you grow a lush, healthy lawn. With over 80 years of history rooted right here in Braves country, Pennington has the perfect solution for you. Gear up for spring with Pennington and grow a lawn you can be proud of. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Get deals on a new Toyota that feel like... Visit your local Toyota dealer for the Ready, Set, Go event. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 31st, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See deal for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention Braves fans! We have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is the new tire retail partner of the Braves. Here's their snazzy jingle. Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because every time the Braves hit a homer, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignments. And free oil changes. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno. Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Into the bottom of the fourth inning, Braves leading the Padres 4-3. First pitch to Jake Cronenworth in for a called strike 0-1.
Bottom part of the order, maybe a quick inning for Chris Sale. Let's hope so. Get the offense back up there.
0-1 from Sale. Pulled foul into the screen at the end of the Padre dugout. By watching the replay of the catch that Lockridge made to end the top of the fourth inning, he went leaping into the air. And if that's not caught by him, that's over the wall by 3 feet.
Short wall there, too.
0-2. 0-3. Swung on miss. One reaching for a slider. Fourth strikeout of the game by Chris Sale. One down here in the fourth inning.
And the sixth time he struck out Cronenworth in his career in 10 at-bats.
Tell you what, if Ozzie had gotten that out, we'd be talking about some franchise record for RBIs on opening day. At least having a conversation about it. Lockridge swings and misses, 0-1. Was robbed of what would have been a 3-run home run. Brandon Lockridge takes the ball high and outside. This guy made his debut last season. His first major league hit was a bunt single.
Played at Troy.
1-1 fastball inside. Lefty Sale brings his 66th pitch and sent foul on the third base line. Again, looking for a clean bottom of the fourth inning to save you a tidal wave auto spa tomorrow. So far, 1 up and 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. Sale had 29 pitches in the first inning. Really calmed things down since then. 2-2, soft contact, dribble to second base, charging Ozzie, gloves, whips it over to first base, and in time for the out. He really had to rush that just to make the play happen. Nice job by Ozzie. So 2 down for Elias Diaz. Wind still blowing out towards right field. A couple of wispy, high-altitude clouds across a canopy of blue here in Southern California. And a 4-3 lead for the Braves here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Changeup misses low. 1 ball and no strikes on Diaz. He singled earlier.
Sorry, Ben. This is another area where they lost a player that was really important to them. Kyle Higashioka, catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Hit a bunch of homers for them last season.
1-0 fouled off.
And right now they just have Diaz and veteran Martin Maldonado on their roster.
Higashioka now with the Rangers. There's a 1-1 pitch on the way from Sale. Strike. Good-looking slider on the outside corner. Higashioka hit 2 home runs against the Braves in the wild card series last year.
Yes, he did.
Sale has not yet turned in a 1-2-3 inning. This would be a great opportunity to do that right here. See if he can close off Diaz with a strikeout here in the fourth inning. 1-2 pitch. Have a seat. Swing and a miss at a changeup. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the fourth inning for Sale. We head to the top of the fifth. Braves 4, Padres 3.
If you're a working electrician, you've got 2 options. Work for a contractor and have no power or leverage. Or work with us and have your choice of jobs with multiple contractors, protection on the job, benefits for retirement, and people that have your back. I'm Kenny Mullins for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. If the second option sounds better to you, come join us. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Us.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage,
or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Braves fans, this is Mike Morgan, founder and CEO of 13 Heroes. Like you, I was devastated when tragedy struck in 2021, killing 13 U.S. service members in Afghanistan. From then, I immediately founded 13 Heroes for a way to give back to the families who lost their loved ones. 13 Heroes is a premium, award-winning line of spirits with the purest and smoothest liquid on the market. Please help turn tragedy into legacy by picking up a bottle of 13 Heroes at your local bottle shop or visit 13heroes.com. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
How well do you know the locker room? Starting Monday, your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour, weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Chris Sale turned in a 1-2-3 bottom of the fourth inning, meaning today is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their Best Wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. Into the top of the fifth inning, Braves 4, Padres 3. And now for more play-by-play, here's Joe.
Thanks, Ben. Michael Harris, the second, leads off for the Braves. He's 1 for 2. Faces the lefty Matsui, who throws a strike. He kicks his leg up in the air and then freezes for just a count or two. Yuki Matsui. The 0-1. Bunt attempt, but he pulled the bat back. Did he go? He did not. 1-1 to Michael. Good idea, though. Machado way off the line. He's not very deep in the shortstop area. That would have been an easy base hit. The 1-1. Strike call, down and away. Michael didn't like that one. He calls time. And that'll give us time to tell you that Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. The stretch and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Michael looking back at Adrian Johnson, feels like he got a little short change there on that second strike. 1 away. And Drake Baldwin, the batter. His major league debut has been a strikeout and a walk. Lefty on lefty. The pitch, good curveball, high, ball 1. Done a good job behind the plate, kind of helping steer Chris Sale through some rough innings. Fastball first strike at 93. They play Baldwin to pull. Tons of room on the left side between Machado and the line. The pitch inside, 2-1. And the 2-1. High 3-1. National League scores. Reds on top of the Giants, 3-2 in the 7th at Great American Ballpark. Phillies 2-1 over Washington in Washington. They're in the 7th. Yankees got a home run from Austin Wells leading off the bottom of the first for them on the third pitch of the game. Foul ball out of play. Full count now to Drake Baldwin. And the Yankees are leading 4-1 in the 8th over the Brewers. Payoff pitch to Drake Baldwin. Here it is. Foul back. Great swing. Fouled it straight back.
I'll tell you what's funny about that. And I was looking at this too. Astros are leading the Mets 3-0. We're going to be doing this for the next 6 months. And yet, as fans, and we're certainly fans as much as we are broadcasters, our eyes are trained to scoreboard watch even in March.
Yeah, we are. The next 3-2, swung on, hit in the air to center field and deep. Merrill on the run. Jackson's at the wall. He leaps and he hauls one in. And perhaps robbed Drake Baldwin of his first big league homer. What a play by Merrill. Tell you what, Yuki Matsui's living right, isn't he?
And he is. Watching the replay, I think that was out of here. I think it would hit off the top of the wall and either bounced out or maybe just cleared it altogether. But that's 4 runs that are not on the board because of robbed homers.
Wow, what a shame for Baldwin. Clocked it. 2 out. Orlando Arcia, who has walked and struck out. Foul ball off of the umpire. Adrian Johnson will walk it off. Man, oh man, that would have been sweet. Great timing by Jackson Merrill. Great athlete, and as we said earlier, he moved from shortstop to center field last year. The 0-1 to Orlando. Swung on, lifted foul, and out of play.
Hit it 395 feet, came off his bat at 104 miles an hour.
What a shame. The 0-2 to Arcia. Here it is. Chased a bad ball in the dirt. Struck him out. So Matsui recovers with 2 strikeouts, but he's been lucky so far that the balls have been staying in the ballpark for his outfielders. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Braves still leading 4-3.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo regular rates apply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Hear that? Spring is here, and the Home Depot has great prices on grills to make this season yours. So if you're working on improving your hosting skills, you're going to want the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill for $229. And of course, pair it with the Next Grill 8-piece grill tool set. Now get outside and show off those new skills. Shop a wide selection of grills under $300 at the Home Depot.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
Hey Braves fans, Finn here reminding you that Jeff Francoeur joins us inside the locker room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
4-3 Braves. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order for the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. against Chris Sale, who had a real good inning last inning. Didn't get a call on a good slider there. 1-0. Tatis singled in the first, stole a base, scored a run. Padres got 2 in the bottom of the first after the Braves had scored 1 in the top of the first. 1-0, check swing. And field, he didn't go. Quinn Walcott, first base umpire. Next offering, there's a strike. Good fastball, 94. Ozzy's still playing Tatis up the middle, but Matt Olson has come over off the line quite a bit. His base hit in the first inning went through the hole on the right side. The 2-1. Breaking ball hit high and deep to left field. And all Profar can do is watch it sail over his head and bounce off the wall, and it'll be a long single for Tatis, who thought he hit a homer. And he was a foot away from tying the game.
Hit a screamer to left, and he just hung around home plate for a while. He thought that was gone for sure. Cost him another bag, didn't it?
Yes, it did. He was admiring it too much. Tatis and Arise, the batter. He's 0 for 2. And throw to first. And Tatis is back. Arise has grounded out twice. And that's news, but he has made contact against Sale. 2 for 11 in his career against him. First pitch, a bunt, out in front of the plate. Sale looks to second, his only play to first. And whoo, Matt Olson kind of stabbing at the bag. I assume he got it with his foot. And it'll be a sacrifice, 1-3 on the out. Tatis to second.
He gave a good look to second base thinking about it, but he knew the better play was to first base. Unfortunately, he's got a big target over there in Matt Olson because the throw was up over Olson's head. He's able to reach up and bring it down and just did get the toe on the bag.
And Manny Machado, the batter, and he's had a big day. Swing and a miss at the first pitch, 0-1. He walked, stole a base, uncontested in the first inning and scored a run. He doubled and scored a run in the third. The rest of the bat on his right shoulder. There goes Tatis. Pitches a strike, throw to third. Not in time. Tatis swipes his second bag of the day. And he did it with a gigantic jump again.
Kind of that throw hop lead, a couple of hops to his right, and then he's off to the races.
Infield will come in, tying run 90 feet away. 1 out. But the pitch was a strike, so it's 0-2 to Machado, who drove in 105 runs last year. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out on a back foot slider. Strikeout number 6 for Sale. And the infield can back up, and there's 2 down.
It's the same matchup that you had to end the 2018 World Series when Chris Sale came out of the bullpen for the Red Sox, struck out Machado about that same pitch. And he used it at a good time to get him here. That's a big out.
Bogart steps in with a chance to drive in a run. He's 1 for 2. Breaking ball, strike. Northside Hospital, for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Riley nowhere near the bag at third, and Tatis is doing a little dancing down the line. Way down the line. The 0-1. A little low, I guess. 1-1. Runner third, 2 out. Braves up 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Yep, just the 5th. Had a long early innings. Sale bluffs to third after he stepped off. Making Tatis back up a little bit. Now the pitch to Bogarts. Fastball zips in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. Hector Neris loosening up in the Atlanta bullpen. Sale delivers and a foul ball off the catcher. Bogart stays alive. Pittsburgh 4-2 over Miami. They're in the 6th. Down in Florida. The National League scoreboard updates are delivered to you by Saya LTL Freight, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Out of vintage Chris Sale. Leaves the tying run at third. Sale's got his 7th strikeout, and he's gone 5 innings. We go to the 6th. Braves still up a run, 4-3.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of... That ball was crushed! And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of... Let's go Braves!
Braves fans, everyone's first pick for ice-cold refreshment is back at McDonald's. The Braves Frozen Fanta, a winning blend of Frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry and Frozen Fanta Wild Cherry. It's the MVP of flavor. And right now you can get a medium for only $1.99. That's what I call knocking your cravings out of the park for a grand slam of a deal. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Why is it important to shop local? Hi, I'm Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. As we come back as the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves, we find it to be very powerful that we are aligning ourselves with the community and that we are here for you every step of the way. We've been here for over 40 years and we're not going anywhere. So shop with confidence with Solomon Brothers Jewelers at any of our 3 locations in Buckhead, Alpharetta, and Sharpsburg, and we'll be here for you generation to generation.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Chris Domino reminding you that Braves coverage starts 2 hours before every first pitch during the season on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and, of course, the Fan app.
Let's pause for station identification. You're listening to the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Joe and Ben with you from Petco Park in San Diego. Braves up 4-3. We go to the 6th inning. Jared Kelnick will lead it off. It's also our Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. First one of the year. $1,000 in the jackpot for Ricky McGee of Atlanta. And Matsui, his second full inning of work. Goes to work on Kelnick and misses outside ball 1. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. Stretching the pitch, down low and in the dirt, 2-0. Why don't we give away some money here on opening day?
I think it's a great idea.
Jared's 0 for 2. Bounced into a fielder's choice in the second, also grounded out in the 4th. They play him to pull. He sends a drive to center field. But Merrill's got this one measured, and he'll even come in a step or 2 and make the catch, 1 out. Top of the order, Jerks and Profar returned to San Diego. Crowd went crazy. He got a base hit his first time up. He came around to score a run, but that's going to end the day for Matsui. Time for the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves ground crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. We'll tell you who's coming in right after this timeout on the Braves Radio Network.
Atlanta Braves fans, May is Military Appreciation Month and a great time to show your patriotism by purchasing a VIP table at the Warrior Alliance 4th Annual Veteran Impact Awards and Gala. The event will be held on Thursday, May 22nd at the Coca-Cola Roxy Theater at the Battery, Atlanta, and features dining, live entertainment, and Georgia-based veterans being honored for the significant contributions they are making in our communities. Purchase your VIP table today or make a donation at thewarrioralliance.org.
This is one of my favorite spots, Kevin. Let's go play some Keno.
At last, I found the pirate
Pirates Cove. It's time to start digging for me treasure.
No, this is a club called the Pirates Cove. But you can win money playing Keno here.
Yeah?
You just pick 10 numbers, then Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
You'd make a great pirate, Goat. Grab your treasure. Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly. Don't miss an incredible lineup of Braves giveaways this season, including bobbleheads, collectibles, and a replica jersey. Visit Braves.com/promos to see them all.
Starting Monday, you can win a pair of Braves tickets depending on how well you know the locker room. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour, weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Here in San Diego, Braves leading 4-3 in the top of the 6th inning, and the new hurler for the Padres, the right-hander Jeremiah Estrada. They list him at 6'1", 185, and he's out of Palm Desert, California. He'd been with the Cubs in 22 and 23, and he made 62 appearances with the Padres a year ago. Went 6-3 with a 2.95 ERA, all that other bullpen last year. So put up good numbers. Had some struggles in spring training, giving up 4 runs in 6 innings, but making his first appearance here.
They got him from the Cubs a little over a year ago. Profar 1 for 3 with a run scored. Batting left-handed, and he takes a strike. 99 on that fastball from Estrada. Works out of the stretch. Another fastball, threw it right by him. Swinging a miss 0-2. That one at 99. Austin Riley on deck. He homered back in the 4th inning to give the Braves the lead. 4-3 Atlanta. They've out hit them 7-6. And the pitch, high. Profar laid off, 1-2. Playing him to pull, everybody back. High, 2-0. Make it 2-2, I beg your pardon. That was 100 miles an hour. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off the catcher and into the crowd. Last time up, Profar grounded out, but man, he had an 11 pitch at bat, fouled off a ton of pitches. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard. It foul right into the screen, protecting the Braves dugout. And someone was trying to get out of the way, but that ball would have nailed him if it hadn't hit the screen. So everybody's kind of backing up a little now. Right off the thumbs and directly at the Braves dugout. Profar waits, swing and a miss, struck him out. Got him with a 98 heater. Matsui looks like he had a beautiful line. An inning and 2/3, no hits, runs, or walks, struck out 2, and he also, speaking of 2, had 2 home runs saved by outfielders. So a great day. Austin Riley hit the ball hard twice, once for a homer, his first of the year. Solo shot in the 4th. He swings at the first pitch and pops it up right above home plate. Diaz off with the mask, backpedals, still in foul territory, but he makes the catch right by home plate. That was a pop bottle rocket that went straight up. So the Braves go 3 up and 3 down. No winners in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Braves on top 4-3.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks. And they're built Ford tough.
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
This is one of my favorite spots, Kevin. Let's go play some Keno.
At last, I found the Pirates Cove. It's time to start digging for me treasure.
No, this is a club called the Pirates Cove. But you can win money playing Keno here.
Yar.
You just pick 10 numbers, then Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
You'd make a great pirate, Goat. Grab your treasure. Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes playing Keno from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
Hey, Braves fans. Every day injuries happen on and off the field. But when you're hurt on the job, it can be tough to get back in the game quickly. I'm attorney John Foy, the strong arm. Workers' comp should cover your medical bills and lost wages, but some companies won't play fair. That's why we make them. We know the rules, your rights, and how to get you every benefit you deserve. Make the right call. Attorney John Foy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta looks forward to welcoming you for all your travel needs and are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Braves leading 4-3 here on opening day in San Diego. New pitcher for the Braves, the left-hander Dylan Lee, on for the first time this season. 30 years old, had a great campaign last year with a 2.11 ERA.
And he'll face Jackson Merrill. And the first pitch swinging, Merrill fouls one off of Drake Baldwin, 0-1. Merrill has singled and driven in 2 runs. With that single in the first, a ground out in the third inning, drove in another run. He has accounted for all of the Padres' runs, and now a ground ball to second. Tricky hop, handled by Ozzie. And there's one out. Chris Sale, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 7 strikeouts. Make it 6 hits for the Padres instead of 5. Good start for Dylan Lee. And Yuli Gurriel, the 40-year-old DH, swings and fouls one back.
Tell you, those 7 strikeouts that Sale totaled, there are 3 of them where he had to have, and he got them. You think about the strikeout they had to Gurriel in the 3rd inning with a runner at second. That was a big strikeout. And then the back-to-back strikeouts of Machado and Bogarts in the 5th inning with a runner at 3rd.
Pretty tough. Down low to Gurriel, 1-1. Lee to the plate inside, 2-1. Gurriel made the last out, didn't he, in the 21 World Series?
Mm-hmm.
Ground out to Dansby.
Sure did.
There's a strike, good fastball. Off the inside corner, Gurriel didn't want any part of that. 2-2. We're in the 6th inning. Braves up 4-3. Pitch swung on, popped up, left side of the diamond. Arcia's under it. He's got it. 2 out. Fans, you know that original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. You knew that, didn't you? It's made with peppers, vinegar, and salt, the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. Well, now you do know that. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some. Is that how you're supposed to say that?
That's it. I knew you'd like that one.
I'm going to have to find a Cajun to get me coached up on that. Jake Cronenworth takes high, ball 1.
I got several you can call.
Okay. Will I be able to understand any of them?
Name your parish. I got you.
Cronenworth, skies 1. Shallow right. Late start for Kelnick. Still coming. And he calls off Ozzie and makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Dylan Lee. Good work. We go to the 7th. Braves still up 4-3.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior Alliance. I served in the U.S. Army as an airborne ranger and deployed to several combat zones in support of the global war on terror. Veterans bring excellence through our work ethic, skills, and civic duty. However, transitioning to civilian life can be difficult, as we all share a loss of purpose when leaving the military. Returning veterans have earned and deserve our support so they can thrive on their journey home. The Warrior Alliance understands the challenge and is helping warriors navigate to success after service. Join us in changing thousands of lives for the better. Donate today at thewarrioralliance.org.
If you're a working electrician, you've got two options. Work for a contractor and have no power or leverage. Or work with us and have your choice of jobs with multiple contractors, protection on the job, benefits for retirement, and people that have your back. I'm Kenny Mullins for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. If the second option sounds better to you, come join us. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Us.
The time to pursue your dreams is now, and the place is South College. With South College's Associate of Science in Health Science, you can focus on pre-nursing or pre-pharmacy. Each curriculum is designed to promote development of knowledge and skills. South College participates in a variety of financial aid programs for those who qualify, and academic guidance resources are readily available on campus. To find out more about South College's Atlanta or Marietta campus, visit south.edu. That's south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
Every weekday afternoon, starting Monday, we're giving you a chance to win a pair of Braves tickets during our 4 o'clock hour. Be part of Chuck and Chernoff weekday afternoons on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed your drive home if you're in the Atlanta metro area and you're getting close to home on rush hour. Braves up 4-3 as we go to the 7th. Jeremiah Estrada still out there for the Padres, and back for us, here's Ben.
Thanks so much, Joe. The Braves, by just a whisker a couple of times, have missed picking up some insurance runs in the middle innings of this game. But a couple of balls that looked like they were heading out of the ballpark were robbed. And it's a 1-run lead for the Braves into the top of the 7th. Matt Olson leads off. Matt has 1 hit today. He swings and misses at the first pitch he sees from Estrada.
Got to tune it up a little bit on this guy.
He had a stretch last season where over a couple of appearances had 13 straight strikeouts. A 1 foul off.
I believe it.
Good stuff out of Estrada. Lots of sunshine today. The breeze has been strong out to right and right center. Blue sky, sold out crowd. Braves and the Padres on opening day. It's a beautiful sight. This is game 1 of a 4-game series here in San Diego. Here's the 0-2 to Olson. Misses high. I tell you another thing I love about starting in San Diego. You know, in other cities, you'll have opening day, and then the next day is an off day in case the weather's bad enough where you don't lose the opening day. You don't have to worry about that here.
No.
We're playing 4 straight, then go to L.A. 1-2 to Olson. Misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And, folks, this is some road trip the Braves have to begin the season, because it all started in the Grapefruit League with our final spring training game. Flew out of Sarasota. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Olson takes a ball high. We flew to Phoenix out of Sarasota. Played the 2 exhibition games there against the Cubs in Mesa, Arizona. And then flew here to San Diego, playing 4 here. And then we'll bus to L.A. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Olson whacks 1 foul. Play the 3 games in L.A. and then fly all the way home. And if you total up all those miles as the crow flies for the entire trip, 4,170 miles to begin the season. All over the country.
Good thing we've got that Delta charter, huh?
Yes, sir. 3-2 to Olson. High ball 4. He was trying to find that slot at the top of the zone. Couldn't find it. At a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, misses high. It's a leadoff walk here in the 7th. So good to see our great flight crew again, wasn't it?
Yes, really good.
They are terrific. Leadoff walk. Here's Ozuna. Braves leading 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Marcel's been on 3 times. 2 walks and a single. Also a run scores. Ozuna takes a fastball outside. Is high. You know who's likely going to start off with a winning record this season? The Chicago White Sox.
Oh.
They're up 8-0 on the Angels in the 8th inning.
Didn't see that coming.
They might pop champagne.
Yeah. Take a picture at the top of the standings.
2-0 pitches outside Ozuna. 3 balls, no strikes. Astros still leading the Mets. That's a 3-0 lead for the Astros in the 8th inning, as the Mets are opening their series in Houston.
That's Framber Valdez pitching for Houston.
Been a great day for Ozzie. 3-1. Good swing. Fouled back a fastball. He went right to the top of the zone. Ozuna, one of the guys who can catch up to that pitch and send it a mile.
Yes, he can.
Menacing, strong, right-handed hitter, gripping the bat. Again, the 3-2. Swung on and hit high in the air to right field. Fernando Tatis over to his left, fighting the sun, shading his eyes, making the catch about 20 feet from the foul line. One down here in the 7th inning. It was worth looking up as Ozzie Albies comes to the plate. Ozzie came to the plate in the 4th inning, and he just missed hitting a 3-run home run. Would have gotten out, but Brandon Lockridge robbed him in the corner in left field. And if that had gone out, Ozzie would be coming to the plate here in the 7th inning with 6 RBIs on his stat line to this point. Which makes you wonder, what's the major league record for RBIs on opening day? Ozzie takes a called strike. It's actually 7. It's been done twice. Brant Ollier did it on opening day in 1970. And Corey Patterson did it on opening day in 2003. 0-1 foul back.
Corey Patterson out of Harrison High School out in Kennesaw, Georgia.
There have been 16 players to record at least, or to record 16 or 6 RBIs, I should say, on opening day. 16 players have had a 6 RBI opening day, but only 2 have reached 7, and that's the record.
What a start.
0-2 to Ozzie. Off the plate, 1-2, missed with a splitter.
How did he stop that swing?
Righty-lefty matchup as Estrada comes set right at the belly. And the 1-2 to the plate. Ozzie hits a high fly ball to center. Jackson Merrill over to his left. Looking up into the sky, makes the catch out in right center field. 2 away. 2 down for Michael Harris. And the Padres will make a call to the bullpen. Here comes Mike Schilt. That'll be it for Estrada. So this will be the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. And if you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. We'll be telling you about the new Padre hurler when we come back. We're in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 4-3 lead for the Braves.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks. And they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Attention, Braves fans. Ever wanted to win a Yanmar UTV or a Yanmar SA223 tractor? Well, here's your chance. It's the Yanmar Strikeout the Side inning. During the 8th inning of every Braves game, one lucky fan will be selected for a chance to win a Yanmar UTV if the Braves pitcher strikes out the side. Plus, at the end of the season, you could win the grand prize, a Yanmar SA223 tractor. Register now at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win the Yanmar Strikeout the Side inning, where the excitement never stops.
I'm Cortland spokespug Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next level communities. Go Braves!
Every weekday afternoon, starting Monday, we're giving you a chance to win a pair of Braves tickets during our 4 o'clock hour. Be part of Chuck and Chernoff weekday afternoons on 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
34-year-old Wandy Peralta, a left-hander, comes on to work for the Padres. 6'1", 225, out of the Dominican Republic. Last year he was with San Diego. Went 3-2 in 46 games, 3.99 ERA.
And climbing in Michael Harris to greet him. 4-3 Braves, top of the 7th, runner at first, and Harris with a bouncer over the mound right into the glove of Xander Bogaerts. Steps on second for one. That's all they needed. He threw to first base anyway. And if the rules were he needed 4 outs, they'd have him. But he gets the force out of Matt Olson. That into the top of the 7th. Coming up, it is the 7th inning stretch brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-3 Braves.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and auto pay to stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra after promo regulated supply. Xfinity Internet required. Actual speeds vary.
Jeff Francoeur here to talk with you about your car insurance. You got to have it, so you might as well work with a company you can feel good about. As a farmer, I know the value in buying local and eating local. Partnering with Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is an investment in your community and in our access to food grown in Georgia. Because they're local, the service and response time is excellent. Get a quote at gfbinsurance.com.
Hi, it's Chuck Dowdle. Have you been thinking about home improvements? Maybe you need money for college tuition or just looking to pay off unwanted debt. If you've got big expenses, a home equity loan from Georgia's own credit union could definitely be the answer. With low rates and fast personalized service, now's the time to put the equity in your home to work for you. To learn more about a home equity loan or a home equity line of credit, visit georgia's.org today. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
Subject to credit approval, Georgia's Own is an equal housing lender.
At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
New pitcher for the Braves as we go to the bottom of the 7th, and still enjoying a little take me out to the ball game. Hector Neris, the veteran, was in 3 games in spring training, an inning each, so 3 innings, 2 hits, shutout baseball, and no walks, and recorded 2 strikeouts. He's been around. He's been with some good clubs as a setup man. He's been a closer at times for the Phillies. Big, strong, right-handed pitcher.
He can really answer some big questions that we had going into spring training and something that you and I discussed multiple times. At the back end of your bullpen, you got Iglesias. Your 8th inning guy, you feel pretty good about Pierce Johnson. In between your starter and those 2 guys, who bridges the gap? And we felt good when it comes to the left-handed side about Dylan Lee. We had a pretty good spring out of Aaron Bummer. But who are some of the other guys? Where will they slot in? And if he could give you a good 7th inning here, that'd be a big step forward for him.
Yeah, and they signed him well after spring training had started. So he was a welcome addition.
So he'll be facing 8, 9, and 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Neris will be facing Lockridge, Diaz, and Tatis. Folks, did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce?
I didn't know that.
That's true, and the original hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. It's like a double play for your mouth, they say. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
Love that.
Well, they really stepped up the readers this year.
Yeah, double play for your mouth. Wow.
I love a double play for my mouth.
Yeah. Turn 2.
There's a ball low to Gavin Sheets. So Sheets is pinch hitting for Brandon Lockridge.
This guy had a great spring to make the club. Bunch of homers.
Which misses there. Fastball outside at 93. 2 balls and no strikes on Sheets, left-handed hitter. Here it is from Neris. Strike. At the outside corner with a fastball. Four runs, 7 hits for the Braves. 3 runs, 6 hits for the Padres. Neris deals, and there's a deep drive down the right field line, but that's going to hook foul and into the seats deep down the line. They got a 2-2 count. Neris fastball and splitter. Right-hander kicks and fires. Just low and outside with a splitter.
No walks. No walks, not late in the game with a 1-run lead.
Payoff to Sheets. Nub foul over by the Braves dugout. On deck Diaz, then back to the top of the order. The only Padre 6 through 9 in the order who's reached is the man on deck, Elias Diaz. So Chris Sale did a masterful job against the bottom of their order. And Neris trying to do the same here in the 7th. And the 3-2 pitch. In the air to deep center field. Michael Harris sprinting back. Michael to the track. Michael to the wall. Michael leaps, and that's gone. And it's a tie game here in the 7th inning. Just out of Michael's reach, he sits dejected on the warning track, just inches from his glove. A pinch hit home run from Gavin Sheets ties the game in the bottom of the 7th. Hit into straightaway center field. And watching the replay, Michael timed his leap perfectly, just out of his reach.
He hit 6 home runs in spring training and hit .315 and drove in 13 runs.
Elias Diaz takes the first pitch strike.
Welcome to San Diego.
Time called as a beach ball has entered the field of play in center field, and Michael Harris has to go fetch. In the bottom of the 7th, I mean, we're tied all the way across the board. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for both teams. And in a ball game tied late, all you can think about is the home run that was robbed of Ozzie Albies. Would have been a 3-run home run. Instead, it's 4 apiece here in the 7th inning. Beach ball cleared, the 0-1 pitch on the way, and Diaz swats it one foul. And that was the first homer of the game for the Padres. Well, that streak of Brave starters not getting a winning decision on opening day will continue. Mentioned earlier the last time, boy, another beach ball's gotten loose out there in center. They're working Michael out there. But the last time that a Braves starter earned a win on opening day was Julio Teheran in 2015. And Chris Sale will get a no decision today. No one out, bases empty, 0-2 pitch. Weekly tap foul over by the Braves dugout.
Does it say who that game was against?
You can look it up really quick. I don't want to say that was against the Marlins.
That's a good call. I was thinking Milwaukee, but I don't think we've done that.
0-2. Check swing. He did not go. It was at Miami. Braves won 2-1. Started that season 5-0 and finished the season with 67 wins.
Boy.
The 1-2 pitch. Hot shot out to short, past the lunging Orlando Arcia, and a base hit into left field for Diaz. So the 8 and 9 hitters have homered and singled. Now the Padres now have the top of the order coming up with a man at first base and no one out. Fernando Tatis has been a menace today, 2 for 3. Both hits singles. He just missed hitting a home run. Now he bats with a run on and no one out. First pitch misses low. Hector Neris set right of the belt. 1-0 pitch. Tatis wins one deep down the right field line, slicing foul. Right into the lower bowl of the stadium. Folks standing, waving yellow towels over their heads. Saw a lot of that in the postseason last year.
Well, we sure did. It's always a loud crowd, but not a lot to cheer about since about the third inning.
1-1 pitch. A little low and outside. The Padres have had an answer for everything the Braves have done today. Braves scored once in the first. Padres scored twice in the first. Braves scored twice in the third. Padres scored once in the third. Braves tacked on a run in the fourth inning. Padres have answered with one here in the bottom of the seventh. And we're tied at 4 in the bottom of the seventh inning. Neris ready to bring it. 2-1 to Tatis. Missed low 3-1. That splitter not finding the zone, and they're not going after him. Tatis was big late in games for the Padres last year, hitting .319 in the seventh inning and later. 3-1. That'll be fouled off. They got a piece of Drake Baldwin.
Sometimes spring training can be a little deceiving. Now, pinch runner comes out. Jason Hayward is going to come out and pinch run for Diaz. But in spring training, depending on when you're pitching, who you're facing, a lot of times in spring training you might not see anything but minor league guys.
So the Padres boost their speed at first with Jason Hayward pinch running for Elias Diaz. 4-4, bottom of the seventh. Big pitch here. The 3-2 pitch. Now pick off over to first base, and Hayward back in with a dive. Tatis, open stance, waving the bat back behind his helmet. Pick off again to first base, and back in with a dive, Hayward.
If he's running, he can get a good jump now.
Big lead at first by Hayward. 3-2, there he goes. Pitch on the way, shot out towards second, a base hit. Hayward around second, go ahead to third base. Hitting to it in center field, Michael Harris. And he'll fire it into Matt Olson. And with Hayward on the move and the base hit by Tatis, they're at the corners with no one out. And here comes Brian Snitker. So Hector Neris faces 3 batters. It went homer, single, single. And the Braves make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. We'll introduce you to the new Braves pitcher upon our return. We're in the bottom of the seventh. It's a 4-4 game on opening day.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, Braves fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the A, meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... the official ticket marketplace of...
That ball was crushed!
And...
Did you see that?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Braves games or to any other live event across Braves country, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of...
Let's go Braves! For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how doers get more done.
How well do you know the locker room? Starting Monday, your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Aaron Bummer, the new pitcher for the Braves. 31 years old, 6'3", 215. Last year he was in 56 games for Atlanta, went 4-3 with a 3.58 ERA. You might remember he got off to kind of a rotten start, but really pitched well in the last half or more of the season in a setup role, but he inherits a mess here. Hector Neris did not record an out. Padres have tied it up, first and third, nobody out. The infield in at the corners, and the middle infielders about halfway.
And the man there to greet him, the guy who's been the batting champion each of the last 3 seasons. Arise takes a ball outside. Arise in his career versus Bummer, 2 for 11, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Sure could use a strikeout.
Very hard to strike this dude out.
1-0 from Bummer. Strike. Able to hit the outside corner with a good sinker. 4 runs, 9 hits for the Padres. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Braves. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Padres have him at the corners, no one out. Pick off over to first. And back in standing Tatis. Not much on the throw by Bummer, just checking in. Lefty Bummer set right at the belly. Kicks and fires. In for a called strike. Sweeper at the top of the zone. Arise today, a ground out to short, a ground out to first, and a sac bunt. Left-handed hitter, batted .314 a year ago. Bummer brings it. Low and outside on the move now at first base, Tatis, and he picked a good move to go on as that pitch was down in the dirt. And that is his 3rd steal of the day. Infield is in. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Arise. 2-2 from Bummer. He swings and connects, and it's a high fly ball over to right field to his left, Kelenic. Kelenic towards the line, on the track, makes the catch. Both runners will tag, and the Padres take the lead here in the 7th. Hayward scores, and it's 5-4 Padres. Tatis over to third base, and Arise has the RBI.
Louis Arise is almost impossible to strike out. He's so good with the bat. It's like a wand for him. And he delivers what he needed to do, and that's with the infield drawn in. He hits a sacrifice fly. He's amazing.
The infield still in. Here's Machado. 1 down, and Machado takes a called strike. Bummer and Machado seeing each other for the first time ever. 0-1 on Manny Machado. Bummer deal. Ground ball foul down the left field line. Whizzing right by Tim Leeper, their third base coach. The 0-2. Missed low. Not a bad idea with a sweeper down. But Machado doesn't take the bait. The 2 runs scored here in the inning for the Padres both belong to Hector Neris. This place fired up for Machado. 1-2 from Bummer. Check swing in the dirt. They appeal. And he did not go, says Quinn Walcott down at first.
Nice stop by Baldwin.
Count even 2-2. Strikeout will be huge for Bummer. Trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. He cuts it loose. Low and in. Just about hit him in the foot. Sweeper about swept him off his feet. Now the count runs full on Machado. This place getting really rowdy. Everybody waving the yellow towels over their head.
You got a base if you need it. You don't have to give in here.
Bummer set, 3-2. Fouled off into the screen above the Padre dugout.
How about that? Came back with a 94 heater.
Machado's been on twice, a walk and a double. Chris Sale struck him out in the 5th inning. A time requested by Machado. Doesn't vacate the box, just pinwheels his bat. Meanwhile, the lefty Bummer stirring around and now looking in on his target. And again, the 3-2. Pulled down the third baseline, right inside the bag and fair. All the way down the line, it rolls. That'll score Fernando Tatis. It's a double for Manny Machado. It's a game of inches. And he just squeezed it right inside the pillow at third. And it's now 6-4 San Diego in the 7th.
He's had a good day. It's his second double. And that was a good at bat after falling behind 0-2.
That run charged to Neris. That ends his line. Hector Neris faced 3 batters. Did not record it out. 3 runs, 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. And the inning continues now with Xander Bogaerts. 6-4 Padres, bottom of the 7th. Lefty-lefty matchup. This will actually be Jackson Merrill up to the plate. Now throw down to third base, not in time, as they intentionally walk Bogaerts. And a double steal puts him at second and third.
That throw to third base a little high and wide of the bag. Otherwise, they get Machado by a big margin. I thought they kind of got him. Thought they might get him anyway.
Infield in, 1 down. Pitch to Merrill. He swings and misses. Padres 6, Braves 4. That's been a 3-run 7th for San Diego. One from Bummer. Into the air to right field. Jared Kelenic under it in right. Now starting to drift in. Jared makes the catch. Tagging from third base Machado. Here comes the throw. 2 hops to the plate. Tag down, not in time. Manny Machado just does beat the throw out of right field, and it's 7-4 Padres in the 7th. Bogaerts advances to third. And it's now a 4-run 7th for the Padres.
Jared played it right. He was charging in on the ball, but it was a 3-hopper. And a good call by Adrian Johnson as Machado got in there.
Here's Yuli Gurriel, the 8th Padre to the plate in the inning. And Bummer misses the inside corner. It's 7-4 Padres in the bottom of the 7th. And this is a game that has turned here in the 7th inning. 1-0 from Bummer. Low and inside. Big shadow going across the third baseline and across the grass of the infield, encompassing the mound. Bummer standing in the shade of one of the light standards down the third baseline. 2-0 pitch, visits the inside corner.
Padres have stolen 6 bases today, all off the left-handed pitching of either Sale or Bummer. And before you start thinking about Drake Baldwin,
2-1, hot shot out to short, glove by Arcia. He'll fling it over to first base for out number 3.
That's not on him.
Agreed. 8 Padres come to the plate, and half of them score. And as we head to the top of the 8th inning, it's the Padres 7 and the Braves 4. Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close to you, nothing matters more than receiving the absolute best care. It's crucial to seek out doctors who are renowned experts in their fields, highly skilled, and pushing the boundaries of heart disease treatment. At Emory Heart and Vascular, you'll find a large team of specialized physicians and nurses dedicated to your heart health. They offer more options for customized treatment solutions that work for you. To learn more, visit emoryhealthcare.org/heartcare.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround. It's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Don't miss Tom Glavine and his Hall of Fame insight every Monday afternoon at 3:30 during Chuck and Chernoff on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and the Fan app.
We go to the 8th. The new pitcher for the Padres will be right-hander Jason Adam. He's 6'4", 225 out of Belton, Missouri. Actually grew up in Omaha. Originally signed with the Royals and then went to Tampa Bay. And he comes on after the Padres had rallied for a 4th spot in the 7th inning. He'll try to hold the Braves right there. Last year he went with 2 different teams, 7-2 with a 1.95 ERA.
Drake Baldwin leads off with the Braves. Takes ball inside. Well, they've got to get on it and get on it quickly. Trailing by 3 runs in the top of the 8th. Braves have been out hit 10-7. 1-0 to Baldwin. A swing and miss. Padres have used King, Jacob, Matsui, Estrada, Peralta, and Adam on the mound. Drake awaits, and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back into the screen, 1-2. Folks, if you're looking for $750,000 or more in financing to grow your business, contact First Liberty Building and Loan at firstlibertyg-a.com. Here's the 1-2. That'll be tip foul. FirstLibertyGA.com. Happy to have them aboard with us.
Got Martin Maldonado in now, too, to do the catching.
One-two to Baldwin. And he'll chop it foul off the plate. Baldwin has been on once today in his major league debut. He walked in the 3rd inning. He'll strike one in the air to center field, but Jackson Merrill on the other end makes the catch and one away here in the 8th inning. Made some solid contact, but Jackson Merrill has been his nemesis out there. One away here in the 8th inning for Orlando Arcia. Shadows on the field coming off the players, getting a little bit longer as the sun is on its descent down the left field line. There's a pitch on the way to Orlando Arcia from the right-hander Adam. And Orlando swings wildly and misses. Fastball 96. Game 2 in this series will be tomorrow night. That'll be a 9:40 Eastern first pitch, 8:40 Central. Lopez and Cease. Well, 1 pitch. In the air to right field. In line with it, Tatis. Shuffles left, makes the catch. 2 away here in the 8th inning. You mentioned before the game the attendance figures that the Padres put up last year. You said third in baseball, right?
Yes.
Well, they're off to a good start this year. Their attendance today of 45,568 is a Petco Park opening day attendance record. Most fans they have ever had on an opening day in this ballpark. 2 down for Jared Kelenic. Jared swings and misses at a first pitch slider.
Do they count all those people on the berm out there?
I'm pretty sure they do. I think you have to have a ticket to be out there.
Because the capacity of this ballpark is 39,860.
Well, one is low.
39,860, and they had 45,500 today.
Well, I know that they've made lots of changes inside the Western Metal Supply Company building. They've got a brand new rooftop up there to get more people up there. But not 6,000 more.
No.
Pitch misses high. I think they have to be counting that Gallagher Square area because I know that it's gated on either side and you have to have a ticket from what I understand to get out there.
Okay.
2-1 pitch. Outside 3-1. 7-4 Padres. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Strike 2. Slider. Buckled the knees a little bit of Kelenic. If he could get on base, Profar would come to the plate. Braves have been dangerous today with 2 outs. It'll be wrapped foul at the end of the Padre dugout. Three of the 4 runs the Braves have scored today have come with 2 outs in an inning. But nothing since the home run by Riley in the 4th inning. Payoff pitch. Swung on, missed. Changeup gets Kelenic. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 for the 3rd time today. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-4 Padres.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Good calls. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team. Ken's team fights for you and sticks with you from start to finish, working hard to get you your money quick. Give Ken and his team a call. 404-CALL-KEN.
One call, that's all.
Ken F.S. Nugent, P.C., Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Hi, I'm Dan Watkins with All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Now is a great time to upgrade with brand new, efficient, and beautiful garage doors. AllFourSeasonsGarages.com.
Get the latest Braves news while you work every weekday between 10 and 2 with Nick Cellini and me, Chris Domino, on the radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan and The Fan app.
Fifth pitcher of the day for the Braves will be Grant Holmes, who's scheduled to pitch. He's a starter against the Dodgers in that first game of the series in L.A., but he'll come on and finish things up here for the Braves in the 8th inning, barring a big rally for Atlanta in the 9th.
Jake Cronenworth up to the plate for the Padres. Takes a called strike. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
A 1 check swing on a curveball, 0-2. Bottom of the 8th, it's the Yanmar strikeout the side inning, and it's great to have that contest back with us for 2025. Grant Holmes can strike out the side. Jeff Green will be our first winner of the year. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Curveball got him. One down here in the 8th inning. Good start for our contestant. If Grant Holmes strikes out the side this inning, Jeff Green will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar UTV. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back to longer. There's a ball low to Martin Maldonado. .1-0 from Holmes. It swung on, missed. Well, Jeff Green, our contestant, I tell you what, you've got the shade and the sunlight on your side right now, because it is not easy to pick up a baseball coming out of the shade into the sunlight.
Not at all.
There's a 1-1. That's bunted foul. Or did he get a piece of it? I couldn't tell if he got a piece of it or not. No, he missed it on the bunt attempt, got the bat back, and it was low and off the plate. So 2-1. Vladdy Holmes fires. Strike call. Down the left field line, they have a big light standard, and it's casting a giant shadow right across the middle of the diamond. And the mound is in that shadow, and the sun is on the plate like a spotlight. And that shadow is right in between the mound and the plate. Not easy to see. Check swing, the appeal, he went.
All right.
2 down, and I tell you, with the sun, the light conditions being what they are, I like our contestants' chances.
By the way, the Padres left Jason Hayward in the game to play left field, so he's batting in the 9th spot. He's up there now. Martin Maldonado, as a result, when he came in the game to catch, he batted 8th in Lockridge's spot. So here's Hayward.
Pitch to Hayward. Ground ball out to second. And on the other end, Ozzie Albies has it, throws over to first base, and there's out number 3. So no winner of the Yanmar strikeout the side inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Holmes. Final call for the Braves to go to the 9th, 7-4 Padres.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped up and tossed to second. Quick turnaround, it's going to be close. Throws it to first, and he's out. Double play.
A Braves double play is a well-oiled machine, just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes while you stay in your car. The only thing that'll be out here is your old oil. Drive into your neighborhood Atlanta location today. No appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Starting Monday, you could win a pair of Braves tickets depending on how well you know the locker room. Listen on your way to work during our 7 o'clock hour weekday mornings on 680 The Fan.
Robert Suarez will come on. He's the closer for the Padres. Last year, he was 36 for 42 in saves. He was 9-3 for San Diego with a 2.77 ERA. 34 years old, out of Caracas, Venezuela, 6'3". 225, had a great year, made the All-Star team for the first time last year as well. I was reading something about him here, Ben, that I love this kind of stuff. In his early 20s, Suarez worked as a security guard at a supermarket and in construction. pitching solely on the weekends in amateur and independent leagues. And now he is a bona fide closer in the big leagues.
So what you're telling me is he's always been packing heat.
Yes, he has. And he can bring it here. I mean, I don't envy any of the guys having to try to hit off him in the shadow.
Yeah, he throws about as hard as anybody in the league. 99th percentile in fastball velocity. Fastball, sinker, change, and a cutter. But when you're thinking about Suarez, you're thinking about good old number one coming in there at about 100 miles an hour. So there to greet him will be Jurickson Profar, followed by Austin Riley and Matt Olson. Trailing by 3 runs in the top of the 9th. The difference in the ball game, the 4-run 7th for the Padres. First pitch from Suarez. Missed inside, 98 with his sinker. Profar today in his Braves debut, 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. 1-0 pitch, swung on, missed. Fastball 99. Suarez coming on for Adam, who had a 1-2-3 inning. Now the 1-1 pitch in the air to left, slicing towards the seats down the line and out of play, and that becomes a souvenir. And a 1-2 count. Padres have used 7 pitchers today. Braves have used 5. It's gone Sale, Lee, Neris, Bummer, and Holmes for the Braves today here on opening day. 1-2, a reach and a foul ball in and out of the glove of Maldonado. Change-up like that's not fair at fastball.
No.
Tailing away from the right-handed hitter, coming out of the shadows and into the sunlight. It is tough. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul outside the bag at first. The Braves had 3 straight hits in the 4th inning with 2 outs. A homer by Riley and back-to-back singles from Olson and Ozuna. And they have not had a base hit since then. Bullpen for the Padres has been very good. 1-2. In the air to left and slicing foul again.
The Washington Nationals today got 2 in the 8th to tie the Phillies. They went to the 10th inning and Philadelphia scored 4. Not a final yet. Still batting 7-3 Phillies.
There's a cold third strike. A sinker touched the outside corner at 99 miles an hour. I don't know how you see that. I don't think Profar did.
I think that was kind of the disgust for him, is that, you know, and it looked like a good pitch call by Adrian Johnson, but hard to hit what you can't see.
Well, you have the lead in these conditions, with the shadows being what they are, you're sitting pretty. Unfortunately, the Braves don't have that luxury right now. Ball outside to Riley. Seven runs on 10 hits for the Padres. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Braves. 1-0 to Riley. He swings and skies one foul. Out of play.
Also, Tyler O'Neill today for Baltimore extended his major league record for consecutive years with a home run on opening day. He's now at 6.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
1-1 to Riley, a little bit low. 6 years in a row with an opening day homer.
Yeah, it's a major league record. They also got 2 homers from Mullins. Adley Rutschman hit 1.
2-1 to Riley. Line drive out towards short, taken on a bounce. Bogarts has it, flings it high, and Riley's safe at first base. Arise has a leap up into the air, and he was in midair when Riley sped by him and hit the bag before he returned to earth.
Good hustle by Austin. Because when Arise came down, he came down on the bag, and if Austin's not hustling, he's out.
That'll go down as an E6 on the throw from Bogarts. So now you have Olson to the plate. And if he could reach, he'd bring the tying run to the plate in Ozuna. So not dead yet here in the top of the 9th inning. Needs more base runners. Pitch on the way to Matt Olson. That bounced up there. Good job by Maldonado knocking that down. I think even the catcher is having a difficult time seeing the ball. Olson 0 for 2 in his career versus Robert Suarez.
Well, you were talking about that shadow, Ben, and it's really odd. I can't think of another ballpark where one light standard causes a lot of trouble.
1-0 high and outside, 2-0.
It's usually a roof line. You know, the upper levels of the stadium that just have a straight line that moves across. This is just one huge light tower.
Two-0 pitch. High ball 3. Yeah, because the other lights here, it's just the framework with the lights. But down the first and right, first base line and the third base line, 2 big towers with lights attached to them. That's what's casting the big, thick shadow across the infield. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4.
Hey.
So an error and a walk will bring the tying run to the plate in one of the most feared hitters in the league, Marcell Ozuna.
A team meeting on the mound now. Everybody trying to help Suarez out.
Marcel's been on base 3 times today, a single and 2 walks. Also flied out to right field. Ozuna 1 for 2 in his career versus Suarez. The one was a single. The only guy that the Braves have to have seen Suarez more than 2 ABs is Brian De La Cruz, and he's not in the lineup. Base hit could make it a 2-run game. Runners at first and second, 1 out. First pitch of the sequence. That misses low. Bounced up there, and Suarez having a difficult time finding the zone. It's a first pitch changeup. So he's thrown 16 pitches here in the 9th, 8 balls, 8 strikes. Ozuna patiently waiting in the right-hand batter's box, front toe up on its tiptoe. 1-0 pitch. Ozuna swings and misses at a changeup. Tough pitch there.
Suarez's numbers in spring training were ugly. He was in 6 games and had a 15 ERA, 4 2/3, 11 hits, 8 runs, 4 walks. This is a continuation.
1-1 pitch. Strike. Another changeup. And for a guy who can throw 100, it seems the one pitch that he has confidence in right now is the changeup. 1-2 on Ozuna. Ozzie Albies knocking dirt from his spikes in the on-deck circle. 1-2 to the plate. Strike. No. Home plate umpire Adrian Johnson flinched, and the crowd doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah, he raised up.
That makes it a 2-2 count. Good eye by Ozuna. Suarez comes set right at the belt. Runners take their leads. 2-2. Swung on miss. Sinker 99. Ozuna strikes out. 2 down in the 9th, and it's up to Ozzie Albies.
And now the pitching rubber is in the sunshine. That shadow is actually moving more toward home plate. So there's a big shadow between the sunlit plate and the rubber.
So it's up to Ozzie Albies. He homered back in the 3rd inning. First pitch to Ozzie low and outside. He was robbed of a home run in the 4th inning. And oh, would that be big right here if he were able to have that on a stat line. But he was robbed by Brandon Lockridge, which kept 3 runs from going off on the board, and that's where the Braves trail by now. 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. Riley reached on an error. Olson reached on a walk. Hitters count for Ozzie Albies. Bat resting on his left shoulder. 2-0 pitch. Right down the pike for a strike. Michael Harris swings a weighted bat on deck for the Braves. hoping that he gets an opportunity. Braves down by 3, 2 down in the ninth. And the 2-1. Big bouncer to second. Cronenworth has it, throws over to first base, and the Padres win on opening day. The Braves got a few men on base at the ninth inning, but cannot come back and win this one. And the Padres on opening day defeat the Braves by a final score of 7-4. We'll be back with the totals after this.
Hey, Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Ever hit a single that felt like a home run? Or feel like you're playing in the big leagues even if you've never swung a bat? That's what it's like living at a Cortland community. Like getting more than you expect. Hi, I'm Cordy, Cortland's spokespug and #1 Braves fan, here to tell you all about how Cortland brings you the best in live and play spaces. Not to mention amazing service. It's why we're the top apartment brand on Reputation.com. Cortland, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new apartment home at Cortland.com.
When you're looking for leading cardiac treatment, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 5 emergency cardiac care centers, so we're here when you need us most. We lead with more than 55 locations in Georgia. That means we're always in the heart of your neighborhood. We lead with clarity, because clear direction is better when it comes to understanding every step of your treatment. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
Atlanta Braves baseball on the Braves Radio Network is lit by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Bring the heat.
When you need a lawyer after an auto accident, don't just choose any legal team. Make the right call with Ken Nugent. Ken is based in Georgia. Other big-name legal teams aren't even from this area. Strike one. Ken gets you your money quick, while other legal teams waste your time.